time. It's time to rant. Everyone, make sure you got your slimy goo goo ready. Get your slimy goo goos out. Make sure you got your Gator Brothers. And make sure you're stocking at least 2 liters of water, because it's time. It's time for the ultimate rant. It's time for it to be over. It's time for SOT to be over. From what I'm hearing. Let's watch this video together. Also, here's Gaffy's mousepad. It looks very good. Thank you for resubbing, Gaffy. Good shit. Shout out to Q-Tip. Hope the quality feels nice. Go to crud.boats right now and buy this mousepad. Go to crud.boats. Go to this page. Go view all. And then go buy the mousepad. But yeah, here we go. Here we fucking go.
Your boy officially is employed by SpaceX.
Oh, Cody, good shit. Thank you for the bits. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hi, Crud. Did you see it? Everyone's talking about it. They announced the voice of Amy for the fourth Sonic movie. Yeah. What's her name? What up, Greg McLean? So, I've heard whispers of some content in this video, which is apparently the most doom postable thing of all time. I've seen people come out and defend it. I've seen people come out and say, what was the quote? It was, all this SOT hate feels forced, which is really interesting because I don't really think criticism is hate. No spoilers. But yeah. Is it over? Is the question. Because apparently it might be. Yo, Val with the big 75. I was showing Val, look, we got the slimy goo goo. You don't got your slimy goo goo. If you don't have it, and you don't open it up, and you don't play with the slime and the slimy goo goo, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? You people are so behind. 3 minutes for your ad. What the hell is that thing? It's my slimy goo goo. It's my slimy goo goo. You don't know what a slimy goo goo is, bruh? Yo, what up, Yoshi Foods? Hell yeah, Gene. Hang on. Let me show you slimy goo goo. You know, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh, this is a different product. But look, you don't have your slimy goo goos. You don't have these guys. You guys don't collect slimy goo goos. Look, there's my one. Except my one's the whole thing. People are behind. People don't know shit. Don't have a slimy goo goo. You fucking losers. These are jealous. Slimy goo goo mogged the old boo boo, and now is rot maxing boo boo. Yeah. Crab interview in the morning's gonna have to miss the rant. We'll definitely watch it later. Good night, sis. See you later, brother. Cuckoo Kachoo back at the big old blue with your slimy goo goo. Yep. 2 minutes left. All right, we've got 2 minutes left on the ads before I can get into the rant. So Theb should have an upload potentially tonight, by the way. An ad he had to record got rejected, and the reasoning for the rejection was really fucking stupid, so we re-recorded it because it was for a proper sponsor. And yeah, hopefully it gets approved today. Not paying attention to rant because Foxhole, yeah. Podcast. I don't know why he hasn't edited the podcast. I should have told him to just upload that as well. Hell yeah, Pigu. Hair check. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. It's alright. We got some secret tech right here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Matt is done. Nice. Did you watch my vid in the podcast? What? Your vid in the podcast? Mr. Phil but young? Thanks for calling me young. Mr. Phil. You mean Dr. Phil? You're gonna keep it short or let it grow out? We'll see what happens, you know. What's the email for the podcast again? It's crudandthebstream.com@gmail.com. Chrome Dome, oh my god. See, if it was Chrome Dome, that'd be okay. The problem is it's like normal hair and then like really thin hair. It's fucking dreadful. It's called turning 30. Cool turning 30. 10 seconds. All right. So strap in. It's time for the new thing. Go full shiner. So I actually did. I fully razored it down after I got it shaved. And it just grows back too quickly. Like I'd need to shave it literally every day. Horizon to move in over the road from me. All right. Crystal Dina approve of this? Yeah. All right. Let's all. I just made Twitch on my fucking other screen full screen. Let's all learn about what's coming up in Sea of Thieves. Does that say crud humor? Funny. Crud, you're cool? What do we got today?
Hey everyone. So in this video,
Need to turn that up. All right. He's looking jolly. He's looking jolly.
we're going to share an update on game health.
So, last couple videos have started with, we'll talk about game health and update on game health. I haven't really been talking about game health all that much for saying how much they're going to talk about game health. So that's good. That's a good start. What's the game health issues at the moment? When you get harpooned off of a boat, sometimes you lose access to all your weapons and your inventory. There's a ladder bug. When you climb the ladder, you get that thing where you move really slow, but you don't actually get to the top of the ladder. Servers are dead. Is there any major glaring issues that anyone else can think of? Get money, sound like funds. Jump reg, food reg. They're eternal, though. Those aren't part of the game health. Those are part of the game. You see that dead corpse over there? Let's talk about its health. First of all, we aren't listening. Health bar. Health bar, yes. Holy shit, health bar. If you're on fire or drowning, your health bar is so fucking confusing. So let's hear about all that.
With incoming improvements to player encounter rates.
You mentioned that last video. He said they want to do something because apparently the server merging was like broken or something. Problem is, even at the end of the day, the servers still kind of only can have fucking 6 ships. So, I don't know. I jump off my ship, I couldn't pull out anything or interact. That happened to, was it Zach the other day that happened to? I'm in 2 hats right now, pig and blue hat. Nice.
And some commonly raised bug reports. Then, we need to talk about Season 19.
So, what do I know? Act 3 of Season 18 was supposed to be Thursday, yesterday. Instead, it's on the 5th of March. But then, the 19th or the 18th of March, they're starting Season 19. So we're only getting 2 weeks for one act of this season. So that's... What's he going to do? You and there pulling in right behind someone Chinese New Year's kind of dress here? Oh yeah, that as well. This guy would get the coral curse tattoo. If you crash and grab, will you fly still? Yep.
Strap in.
I'm strapped.
Last month, alongside some spicy...
Yo, check it out. Golden Gay Time almond protein. That's right. That's right. We put in this little blendy. Listen to this. Listen to this. Hang on, let me turn it on first. You hear that? That's a blender. We're gonna be blending up shit. It's good stuff. It's actually good. I didn't try it yet. I was gonna try it this morning and then I didn't. Because, Emerald, because the banana ones are in stock at my Coles finally. So now I've got Up and Go protein banana ones. So had to have one of them to try because I've never had them. They're good. Yeah. Does it work though? Those are notoriously shy? I don't know. Do you have a Discord? Yes.
Doubloon news, I shared an update on player encounters.
Yes.
And how the seas have just been feeling quieter.
Is there an invisible glitch if you crouch while having 200 ping? I don't know. We have a server? Nice. Every time he says miss the mark, he gets one tattoo.
Than they should. The team have been making some improvements in this area to optimize how we matchmake and migrate crews across servers.
I don't like him saying optimize because it's one of his buzzwords. He says optimize so fucking often. He says team, optimize, player experience, stories. There's all these like little, and yeah, miss the mark. And they always say like we're starting, we're beginning, we're putting together. Like we know from anti-cheat that it takes roughly a year and a half for something to go to starting to implemented. Game health team is some bloke at a desk. I mean, I've said before, right? All the teams they put together are the same people in different, like, they only have so much staff. Like, they're not hiring new people. They're just being like, oh, now you're also on the game health team. Now you're also on the fixing crud launch team. Like, one more tail? Nice. Every time he says optimize, the game size increased by 1 gig. Ray doesn't know what optimization means, otherwise the game would run. Headline, and the article contains nothing. Yep.
With the goal of creating busier servers with more ships on the horizon.
Drop Xbox One support and increase the server ship cap to 10.
Part of our last update in January, we rolled out some improvements behind the scenes to begin optimizing at the top end for more 6-ship servers.
Okay.
And while we didn't call out this change publicly, it's been great seeing players already feel their servers come to life a little more.
That's only because more people are running Emissary. That's the only reason. Can't play because I threw my Xbox S, damn.
In our next update, there'll be further improvements. The first will be to begin tweaking how close we can bring in other crews during migration.
So as, you've just mentioned there, Clay, the other day, Theb and I emerged behind a boat. They were at an island doing a dig, and we just dove directly behind them. And it was like, oh. Yeah, honestly, they should keep it that close. I think that's good. That's how close you should usually emerge, just right behind a fucking boat, so you can immediately be cannoning. The only thing we oversells what the devs been doing is shit. I don't know, not yet.
Previously, we didn't allow crews to migrate onto a server anywhere near other players.
Yep.
But we've been a bit overzealous here
Yep.
and can bring that distance in.
Oh, good.
Of course, we'll ensure we find the sweet spot where you see more sails on the horizon, but don't feel like ships are catching you by surprise by arriving too close.
Why not? Why not? It's just... So, I guess, by design, dives have put you really far away from boats, which is really fucking stupid. But, like, just make it so, like, an island away. Like, don't make stuff feel dangerous again. Good, alright. No, that is good, but, like, they're gonna still be far. Why do they need a sweet spot? Just own it and put them on the next... Yeah, just put them on the next island over. Like, fuck it. Who cares? If the point of the game, the way it was advertised to me and a lot of people when they first got it, is like, oh, you gotta always be checking the horizon, mate. Someone could show up at any time. So make me have to do that. Make me have to constantly be like, oh, fuck, I'm in this cave on on Devil's Ridge. Fuck, I need to run out and see if a boat's pulled up, though. That's what it used to be like when I started playing. Keep it like that. Make it random, who gives a shit anyway? And yeah, exactly. What up, sir? Shawkington.
This will mean we've got more space on servers to bring new crews in and can optimize even further for that 6-ship target. The second area will be to focus on the servers at the bottom end that have fewer crews on them.
Okay.
We'll be tweaking the parameters on when ships are eligible to migrate naturally, so we can more quickly move those crews onto more busier servers and then optimize the servers themselves to make sure they're prioritizing clearing out players onto busier servers.
If a server has 2 ships in it, merge it. That's all you gotta do. That's literally it. If it has 2 ships, merge it. If it has 3 ships, merge it. What up? Ranting. Cool side thing, Pirates of the Caribbean was fine. Dutchman popped up right next to them. Yeah. So when are they going to decrease the Xbox ping? Maybe an option to make the game run smooth? They can't do that, man. How do you optimize the servers, Drew? Yeah, how do you optimize the servers? He's using buzzwords. How long in the video are you? I'm like a minute. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. What up, Rambo? This is buzzwords. Saying optimize all the time, it means nothing. Optimize. Don't know. So no tattooed around his hairline, he gets his hair cut around tattoos. I think it's a bit of both. I think because like, he's not bald. He's not like balding on top, but I know he gets it cut into it. We got enhanced audio. Can we get enhanced game? It's when you want to do PvP, you don't find anything around, but when you want to do PvE, it's like you are in a $5 trillion on my ship. Optimize Prime, yeah.
And not hanging around for too long. There are lots.
Yeah, that's also the problem. You added diving to the fucking game. And now people don't stay in servers because there's no incentive to stay in a server. If they had balls, they just scrap diving. Yes, Varax. Genuinely, we're at the point now, I think it's safe to say, just get rid of diving for servers. And me, as a guy who Reaper hops, I'm okay with that. Like, just get rid of it. It's not beneficial. They laid out their plan being like, we want people to have shorter, more beneficial like sessions, and look what you've done. You've removed a major part of the game, which is ship-to-ship interaction. Through doing that, you have damaged the game. And when was that? That was what, was it season 11 diving? We're on season 20 soon. You're allowed to get rid of a feature that's not good. Keep diving to contested raids on world events. Yes. 11. Okay, it was 11. Okay, let's do a quick Sea of Thieves season 11. Season 11 was January 23rd, 2024. We've had 2 years of diving. It's not good. I'm sorry, it's not good. Yeah. 2 years of diving. I think 24 or 25 months of this. Let's just get rid of it. You know, it's not good. You've had 2 years of servers feeling so fucking empty because people are just diving out of them every time. Just get rid of it. Diving Starter is a way to get on-demand PvP. Now it's the best way to avoid it. Yep, you're correct. Diving is still broken. Well, that as well. It's still fucking busted. Remove vote to scuttle. Gonna lose my streak next week? No. How come? What did I miss? Well, nothing yet. They just keep saying optimize, 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 which, you know, he's using the nothing words to fluff up the content.
Of experimental changes taking place here behind the scenes. And the team
Experimental camping. Oh, damn.
will be doing lots of tweaking and monitoring in the live game.
Dude, I think the SOT team is doing lots of fucking tweaking. If we can all agree on one thing, the SOT team is doing lots of fucking tweaking. 3 years in, still get mask bug with diving. 3 years in, and we're only finally getting an update to Hourglass. Loving the optimize the game good enough for Xbox One to break at 3 galleons. We're tweaking
To get the levels right. This phase of work is very much focused on optimizing the system.
Stop saying optimizing. It doesn't mean anything when you say it about everything. Do I say I optimize my streams by starting at 5? Like, no, just don't say it. Don't think they tweak, though. They seem like anti-tweakers. Hate flipping shit from Wave. Season 9 has nothing on this video. Season 9 was the good old days. I had an optimized counter. Honestly, we were at 5, I think. They've been saying we missed our mark for the past 3 damn years. Yeah, late for the mail, here for the crud. Yo, Gus.
We have. And we feel that we can get a lot of value from this without really changing the gameplay on the surface.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't mean that more player-facing changes aren't on the cards in the future, though. We know there are opportunities to incentivize players to stick on servers over diving.
We know there are opportunities to do that, which means we're not getting any incentive to stick on servers, but they know that there could be a way they could do that in the future. You've got to make the incentives now. You need to make the incentives now. You need to make loot that goes up in value based on the amount of interactions with other players, PvP. In the future, what future? Well, that's the thing, right? It's like, what future? What? Just after July, we're getting the big news that the game won't. Yeah. How are you gonna say we realize we could find a way to incentivize people to stay in servers and not say, so we're working on incentivizing people to stay in servers? Well, the res budget's going to expensive water bottles. What's the point anymore? Dude, when's the next podcast? I can't wait for that. Can't wait for the apology cast.
And assess the impact of Hourglass on server density as just a few examples.
Too late. What's happening in July? Crud theory time. In July, aka July 1st, aka the end of financial year, it'll be exactly 12 months since the shutdown of the Everwild project and the sacking of half the staff of Rare and 9,000 jobs lost at Microsoft. After one financial year of Sea of Thieves being Rare's only IP at all that they're developing, do you think Microsoft will, after having a financial, investors meeting and say, we should keep this. We should keep this going. Or will they say, nope, what's the point? Rare's fiscal year ends in July. That's just the... Wait, hang on. Is end of financial year global? Hang on. Maybe it's just in Australia. End of financial year... It's usually June 30th in Australia. Oh, shit, hang on. End of financial year, America. UK. United States, it's December 31st. Oh, shit. My theory might fall apart. UK end of financial year is April 5th. Oh! Whatever. Sorry, Varax, I didn't know that. Because in Australia, end of financial year is July 1st everywhere. So, my bad. Anyway, okay. Well, whichever entity Microsoft... Wow. Whenever Microsoft's end of financial year happens, which... Although July is a good point because that was exactly the end of July, or the start of July was when they did the layoffs. Regardless, though, my theory is after they have their financial wrap-up and they're going to decide that they don't want to have Rare anymore making SOT because SOT isn't making the money. That's my theory. They're going to say, it's been a year since we laid off a bunch of people. Yous have made less profit this year than the previous year, and the game is in a shit state, and we're going to give you 6 months of sunset, and then it's over. Oh, that's a dumb question, but what game will we be mainly playing after SOD inevitably closes? Depends what happens. It really depends on the, you know, the the mood at the time when it shuts down. Because, you know, what game will anyone play? Fortnite? Use code CRUDMASTER. It'll be so sad. Yeah. I would like to be proven wrong, though. Don't get me wrong. I don't want SOT to shut down. Because then I have no game. I just want them to, you know, get better. So shut down April. No. If anything happened, they'd give us a time frame. This is just my insane theory. But we'll see. Maybe everything will be alright. Please be right. Yeah, no, exactly. That's the thing with a lot of the shit that I say that's genuinely negative about this game is I'd love to be proven wrong because it's only beneficial to me and everyone else. Very possible Sundance shut down in April after hearing what they're doing in Season 19. Bought 2 Canadian American Alpine ski skins with your code because I need to represent both my countries. Thank you for using code CRUDMASTER.
We've begun discussing a number of these areas already, but for now, we're focusing on rolling out these optimizations to the existing systems. And from what we've seen, you're already beginning to feel the benefit.
The benefit of what? Emerging behind a boat? I mean, COD Mobile shut down this year after 2 years, though. Yeah, it's a mobile game. Different story. MS doesn't have any other great exclusive Game Pass draw. People don't... This game doesn't sell Game Pass anymore.
Sticking with game health. Following recent bug reports on various player movement issues, our next update tackles some of those issues you've been hitting.
Okay.
We made improvements.
I just checked Microsoft does start the fiscal year in July. My theory still stands then. Oh, yeah.
Improvements to ladders in January's update, but spotted a further issue that needed addressing.
Cool. Okay, so they're fixing the ladder glitch that came back. Can they not be so monotone when it comes to develop updates and actually be cool?
Those fixes are now coming in the next update and should result in ladders being much more consistent to grab onto, release, and should no longer feel slow when climbing.
You know what's cool? This is the 8th year of the game existing. And what is this guy saying? Hey guys, ladders work now. We're 8 years in. What, 15 years into development? Actually, when did SOT development start? I don't think it's 15. I think it's like more like 12. SOT development cycle. When did Sea of Thieves start its development? God damn it. Sea of Thieves development cycle. Sea of Thieves 2013. Okay. Better late than later. Nice. 2013 was the pre-launch and prototyping to 2017. 13 years of development, 8 years post-release, we now have someone saying, we fixed ladders. This shouldn't even be something you need to mention in a video. This should be a hot fix within the week of discovering this ladder glitch. There should be no issues with ladders like this, especially when it's a returning glitch, like this weird glitch where you slowly climb the ladder and you never get to the top. It's been in the game for years. And yeah, Megan says she reported last August. Crazy. Fucking terrible. I gotta take a piss. Alright, that's piss number 1. Sorry, I've just got so much fucking water. I've already drank a full thing of this 2 liters. Ugh. August last year on Insider? Jesus. Banger. Also, jumping off my boat, not being able to look around. Yeah. Insane shit. Moving forward.
The next update also includes fixes to players being harpooned off a ship's cannon or when knocked back while on a cannon. Players should no longer find themselves becoming stuck or unable to use items, and these scenarios should feel much more fluid.
How did that happen? So, if anyone remembers, that glitch happened to me and... It might have been... I think it was legit. We both got harpooned off our boat and we just couldn't do anything after getting harpooned onto the other boat. And then I think we sank because of that. This is another one of those scenarios where the most recent patch had nothing to do with equipping items from your inventory or, getting harpoon, and it suddenly broke. And that's been in since Feb 2025. I've never experienced it before recently, and I know a lot of people experience it, because you remember the other day someone in stream was like, yo, I kept running into cheaters who could disable my weapons by harpooning them, and I was like, that's not a thing. And then I was like, oh, well, I know that glitch, but I don't think that's a cheat. Yeah, no point. I think, yeah. Desperate for any good news, he's dropping hotfix bullet points. That's the thing. So far, all of this is cool. As soon as that's ready, drop it. Don't sugarcoat it as a big gift. I think it's worth mentioning a lot of the layoffs are part of MS's move to AI stuff as well. Yes, they hired 14,000 people in India to work on AI after firing 9,000. Red desperately needs to fix the jank. Also, I don't know, I'd like to have more interactions that weren't immediately hostile and gave us tools and incentives to cooperate. That's also good. That is a good point. If there was more reason to actually team up with people, that'd be good. If you want to make the game more combat, fix the jank. If you want to have player interactions, generally give us incentives beyond just go place, kill people, deliver loot to place for gold, rinse, repeat. Yep. Sea of Thieves is a mailman simulator game. And it's funny, once again, with diving has removed the incentive to actually alliance with people as well. Because you're not going to be in the server for long enough anyway to benefit out of it. But yeah, you're right. They should have not only just PvP reasons, but also reasons to work with other crews, which pre-season 9 world events, when they were way harder, a FOF with 2 ships was the best way to do it. Now you want the least amount because world events scale with the amount of players. So it's well, I want to do this solo so I can do it in 5 minutes. FOFs used to take fucking 45 minutes. I get all the fucking time for Xbox? Totally love the glitch where if we're doing the hide mode behind Sloop Anchor, you can just get stuck. Did I miss anything really important? Just optimizations. What up, Pinky? So it's talking about the bug where if you get knocked off a cannon, you regrab it super fast. You won't regrab, you'll be stuck standing there unless you get blunderbombed or knocked back. Yep. Gotta climb this tower and unlock this portion map. Well, that's some solo mode with their own story, like how mobile games do, like Clash of Clans or COD. It's just too late. They're not gonna, they don't have the resources. What up, Little Wolf? Hardly doesn't do anything. They stop making earnable cosmetics and make shit for Emporium. That as well. At the end of the day, the incentive comes down to add more fucking shit to buy that takes more gold. That's all they need to do. Notice that every bug they patch out will return next season.
These fixes will all be landing as part of our Act 3 update.
Why not today? Why not fix the bugs with the bug fixes you have ready the day you have the bug fix ready, or the day after so you've tested it? Why are we waiting an extra fucking 2 weeks to get basic bug fixes for the fucking ladder? A pirate ship game has ladders that don't work correctly, and you're like, well, the bug's been in for 3 weeks, let's leave it in for 2 more. Why? 13 years of development, 8 years since launch. Fucking, no one's taking this shit seriously, bro. One second. Hang on, give me a sec. I just need to fuck with some settings. Moderation settings. The end of the game, is so just cosmetics and titles, but they won't even give us anything worthwhile anymore. Cool. They remove soul launch because the next point is cheating? Nope.
And you can check out the release notes for all the details. Now,
okay. Patch today, please. What up, Sora?
We shared last week that Act 3 is going to be arriving.
Yeah, I'm getting back in the game and saw they patched ladder launching. Is there any new movement tech? No, so they patched crud launching, and then they patched ladder launching, and then they patched crud launch, and then patched crud launch. There's no launch tech at the moment. The closest thing is stasis, but it's not usable. It's not really beneficial. Yo, there you go, Boxed. Hell yeah. If you launch out of a cannon, you can stasis the game and you go a little further, but it's not really, there's no real good application of it. What's today's rant about? Optimizations. What up, Benno? Apparently a new Spinosaurus has been discovered. Yeah, I know. I was there. Kind of Rage Tech underrated. They removed fishing rod launch? Yes, they removed crud launch 2.0, aka rod launch. Yes.
Arriving later than planned, and will now be landing on the 5th of March.
It's all good.
With our new Ashen Garrisons arriving to close out Season 18, these were coming in late to insiders.
Yep. And that was, I don't want to say I was the only person that called that out, because obviously there would have been other people, but I said it on stream. I said, what was this, a week and a half ago on the Friday? I was like, hey, so We got 2 weeks until... Oh, it would have been over 2... Actually, no, it would have been literally 2 weeks ago. I was like, hey, we've got 2 weeks till Ash and Garrison's released and they're not testing an Insider. What's that about? And then they added them that light to Insider. And then the next day, everyone's like, yeah, these fucking suck. And now they're like, oh, we'll make it better, but they're not going to be able to because they need to change the whole thing. It's just a fucking... It's just a sea fort. Just imagine fixing ladder bug, funny launch came back. Imagine. Watching all the third video, my brain broke when you open an enemy armory. I hate that. I hate that you can't do that. Was it Tattoo winning scalp if he's going to grow his hair over it? So when's level-based matchmaking? Next season. No. Matchmaking? Never. But next season, I believe they're adding in the you need to get a certain amount of levels in ship before you can do Hourglass, including doing Maiden Voyage and doing the tutorial voyages for each company. What do you put a cannon in a cannon, shoot out the cannon, and the cannon while you're in the air from being shot out, you shoot out the cannon in the air? Yeah, we tried that. Doesn't work so good. Let me turn in my essay, but intentionally erroring it so I get more time to work on it. Yep. And Reaper level 15? Yes. Should have stopped updating this game a long time ago. Yep. Bros have more cosmetics added to my IRL than they've added to the game. Yeah, and they're worth more gold as well.
After seeing your feedback and assessing the work we had remaining,
yeah,
we knew they needed a bit more time in development.
They need longer than what you're giving them. They need to be completely changed. Does Flattened Cannon Rage Glitch still work? Nah. It sometimes puts you down there, but it instantly sits you back up. Hell yeah, Red Spikes.
I'm not going to sugarcoat the fact that this is the second delay of Season 18. And while we know we're making the right decision to make sure we can ship an experience here that we're proud of...
You should not be proud of a single thing about Sea of Thieves, Drew. I can promise you that. There's nothing worth being proud about. If you develop Sea of Thieves, you can't be proud of your work. Anyway, what messages keep getting your messages being checked by mods and hasn't been sent? They aren't even appearing as mod messages, though. Hang on a second. What the fuck's happening to Perlis? Why can't he send messages? Is he restricted? Unrestrict? Try now, Perlis? You aren't restricted, but I did an unrestrict on you anyway to see if that fixed it. So his left arm looking like a paint spill? Yeah, it's like musculature. They're going to push out a grease trap of McDonald's Fire and Call an update this June, July. What's going to happen with Season 20? The words proud and Sea of Thieves development do not deserve to be in the same sentence. Unfortunately, yeah, they don't. Like, weird.
It reinforces to us that our current strategy isn't panning out the way we'd planned.
It isn't. It isn't. The Act 3 structure, the 3-act structure doesn't work. We all told you. We all told you that it wouldn't work. It's not good. It's shit. It's garbage.
And that's in a few areas. And that leads into Season 19. I hinted back in January that we delayed the community direct while we made some changes to our plans for the year ahead.
Yeah. So it's still live? Isn't it a cancelled game already? Peter, it is about to be cancelled. From what I've heard from this video, it's about to be. This game's so damn large, so empty at the same time? Yep. The unironic, like, you know, what is it? Like, wide as a fucking ocean, deep as a puddle? Like, it's... Yes, that's this game. Multiplicative of 9 seasons, apparently cursed with delays. Yep. That's the getting laid off look. Game blows, even Jinxie could not save it. I mean, I'm glad he didn't, because who the fuck would want Jinxie's fan base playing this game? Bunch of screaming fucking, like, 7-year-olds. No one wants that. But I didn't want him to save it, because it was like, oh, then the devs would be patting themselves on the back over their shitty season. It also feel bad, though. I'm pretty sure it's getting cancelled. Like I said, I don't want it to be cancelled. You know, Microsoft games in shit place when you see amateur newbie coders, scripters, and 3D modelers making better shit? Why do you think spending dev time on time-limited shit is a good use of resources? I have a question. If the game is in such a dire state, why are you making a video with this big set and everything? Why are you putting in effort to make this video instead of just filming it at your desk being like, okay, here's the talking points, I'm sorry about this is fucked, we gotta fix this, we're doing this, I'm sorry. Why do you need to put on a presentation? It's kind of like, you can't apologize. Why are you budgeting a fucking video? This costs money to make. Just go make the fucking game better. Jinxie saved Clash Royale and the devs pat themselves on the back for saving the game while pushing out dog shit updates. Yeah, but didn't it all drop off? The lore? Oh yeah, the lore of the Kraken. They kept at least time limit stuff permanent. Would keep more consistent play base. There'd be more to explore in the world. Yep. Sound like they're giving a funeral speech. Yep.
changes have ended up being pretty sizable.
Wow.
Even before the recent delays in Season 18, it's quite clear that our recent changes to seasons haven't worked out the way we'd hoped.
Now, this is where we get to, drag the corpse across the meadow. A big selling point for their 3-act structure, 1 update a month with lackluster content, was that they wouldn't have to delay shit, and they wouldn't have as many bugs, and they wouldn't have as many problems, and things would be smoother. So far, all of that, the opposite has happened. There's been more bugs than ever, and now every month, some of those bugs come back that they fix within that month. They've been doing more delays than ever, and whatever the third point I made was. What do you think about the upcoming Windrose Pirate crafting survival game? I don't care about crafting games. It looks like a good game, don't get me wrong. But if you're comparing it to Sea of Thieves, it's not a Sea of Thieves like... Other than the pirate theme, it's not really like a competitor. That's my problem with this game being in its eternal death rattle, is until there's a genuine like one-to-one kind of replacement to Sea of Thieves, it can never really die. And that's also why the devs never really try as hard as they could, because they're not competing with anything. Think Skull and Bones will catch up? No. What was the lore with the Duke? The Duke has shown up, and the smugglers are working like for him with the Dark Brethren. That's about as much as we know. Maybe if they use their 30 fucking pound water to cool their servers, they'd be able to handle more than half a dozen people on a fucking single server. They just need to drop Xbox One support. That's all they need to do. They mentioned the Grand Maritime Union coming to the game as an enemy, haven't said shit about it, hyped up, not speak a word about it. The good news is, Nelk, thanks to data mining, we know that the Grand Maritime Union is coming in Season 20. There will be a Port Royal added to the game. They will accept all loot except for Reaper's loot. They will have voyages. They will have their own type of ship, which is using the skeleton ship AI. And a few other things. We know that. Insiders don't know that. The players don't know that. They can make it so you can hold up to 2 one-hand items and not be able to sprint. They can make it so you can sprint with a flag. This game is back to its stable state that it was before. Port Merrick 2.0? Yep. Prepare for 1,000 GMU miles. Oh.
The 3-act structure, the monthly release of content, and the mid-season time-limited event.
Yeah, get rid of them all.
It's clear from your feedback that after only 2 seasons, this approach just isn't hitting the mark.
Fucking hitting the mark. We aren't hitting the mark. We failed to hit the mark. We're missing the mark. Everyone who was, I'm going to say this, everyone who was intelligent knew from the fucking start it was a bad setup. Because you were already doing it before the 3-act structure. You were already doing a 3-act structure before it, and it was bad. Hit the mark, crud? Oh, I never missed the mark. Yeah! What even is the law reason for Gold Horse not accepting Reaper's chest? Is just to make it more annoying to bulk sell before any captain ship? Yeah. Who the fuck is Mark, and why do they hate him so much? It's Reaper's Mark. They're always hitting him. Mark was a mile wide, and they still missed it. It was such a bad. I love that I've got historical videos of this, of me talking about how bad of an idea it was, and it's not so bad, they're trying something new. Shut the fuck up. It was bad. We knew it would be bad. It was bad. It's still bad. And look now. Look at the state now. Mark died a long time ago. They're still missing him. Why the Reapers keep hitting Mark? Just leave him alone. Meh. Yep. Act 3 structure, time limited content, really dog shit.
By optimizing for regular monthly feature updates, we're just delivering features that feel rushed.
That hurts. I think that hurts. I think that really hurts for him to say that, but it's true. No, what do they do now? Everything is fucked up, and Drew's just saying everything's fucked up. That is so sad he had to admit that. Look at him. That's not good. Poor guy. But he's right. Every feature has been rushed dog shit. Someone asked me, I always get the returning players in chat. Someone's like, what have they added in the last 2 years? I was like, they added black powder barrels. That's about it. They don't, like, nothing is long-lasting or meaningful. The burning blade fucking sucks. Double barrel pistol fucking sucks. Throwing knife sucks. Hopping gun sucks. What is the other way? Blowpipe sucks. Smugglers as a whole suck. Black powder barrel, kind of cool. Skull of Siren Sorrow, reskin. Sneaking, complete dog shit. Disguises, complete dog shit. Fucking Murfroot, No one has ever used it correctly because there's no reason to do that. What else has even fucking happened in the last year? Low pipe is kind of good for ladder guarding, yeah, but so is the weapons already in the game. Crouching, well, that's part of sneaking. Sucks. Anything about new PvP codes or hourglass? I think he talks about that in this video. A lot of the new features would be nicer if you had access to them as tools and weren't randomized. You had to manually find. Yeah. Oh yeah, the new trident. Sucks. Purple guy. Sucks. Molten Sands Fortress. Kind of fun, but we'll lose it soon. The ancient Megs were fun for a bit, but now once you've kind of done them, it's like, well, they're just annoying. Hanging from the side of the ship is the goat, though. I always wonder how much this is leadership, how much is lazy devs. Okay, so my genuine thoughts about this is it's a mixture of... It's not all bad devs. It's not all bad devs. It's complacent devs because there's been years and years and years of not having to be held accountable for how shit the work is. Because we know from people who've worked at Rare, it's very, very hard to get fired at Rare. People only got fired at Rare last year because Microsoft was laying people off. And now they're realizing they have to work. Hat Fortress uses now? Yeah. Bring back Golden... Oh, yeah, the Reaper Fortresses suck. So people became lazy, people quit, and people became complacent. And now they have to actually try to work, and it's bad. A little bit bad for the guy because he's dragged out to be basically ravaged by the community as the face of it. The dev side of the team's not giving him any good news. Everyone knows it's not Drew's fault. No one blames Drew for this. People, I mean, obviously there's the dumbasses like, oh, you fucking idiot. Drew doesn't develop the game. He, you know, it's whatever. And he does a good job to just be the face of it because he doesn't want the team to be directly attacked. Jen Murphy does nothing because it's impossible to get in a scenario where it's usable because everyone runs away and swaps servers constantly. Yep. And then also, why isn't there a reverse version of it to summon a mermaid? I returned, don't know what happened with Burm here. Yeah. They're good for mega stashes when they were a thing. Yeah, but mega stashes is a like temporary come play the game type thing. Drew is a lead dev. I mean, he's not coding, you know? Drew isn't sitting there fucking rifling through the code. Drew doesn't work for it, he plays and speaks on it, yeah. But, yeah, all of the features they've added recently, as he said, feels like rushed content, which leads to no fun from it. It's just like, what are you going to do with the fucking Burning Blade in 2026? Unless you're forcing yourself to hope people want to encounter you. Triple barrel pistol insides next week? Yeah. Eat uncooked merfruit to summon a mermaid and make it usable over mangoes? Yep. Absolutely see me in a cupcake gig where you can work remote whenever you want to BS your way to a paycheck? Yep. So, we'll hear him say it again.
Monthly feature updates. We're just delivering features that feel rushed.
Yikes. Ouch. Have a 59 strict and sync? Yeah.
Aren't materially expanding the game, and behind...
Yep. Remember what I said when I said, you know what, I had someone arguing with me in my fucking YouTube comments on one of my rant videos, literally about what he just said. Literally, I don't know if I'll be able to find it in notifications. I mean, I don't get that many comments because it's like old video. I haven't posted in a while. No, I can't find it. Anyway, I talked about how in one of my SOT rants, I was like, none of this is long-term meaningful content. That, you know, there's no longevity of the game. There's no returning shit to the game. Which rant? Doesn't matter. And someone commented being like, you don't think it's like meaningful or long-term content? Maybe for you, because you're just a sweaty PvP, you dickhead, forgetting that I have every commendation in the game. And yeah, I had a little bit of back and forth. I was like, overall, people aren't using sneaking. People aren't using disguising. Okay. It's just not good. I did the Burning Blade for the first time like a week ago, and also went by me. I hadn't done it before, so it was fun, but like got pretty boring quick since it kind of felt like Ancient Vaults were purple. The problem is, yeah, and when you get it, no one wants to PvP you, and there's no incentive to be PvP'd. Eldrew, Elrare, WCrud. No Eldrew. I got no problem with Drew. I just got a problem with what's going on. Let me turn the ads down. Let me crank down ads real quick. There we go. Just cranked down ads. Refresh if you got one. How about they remove the useless shit nobody fucking wants? Like purple, because it does nothing. Remove the quest board. Oh, dude, quest board. Get rid of that. Remove rowboat quests. Yeah. Remove at least some of the PvE shit because the game can't take it. It'll be good to have a fresher start. Yeah. You've just got to drop all this like useless, underutilized features. Like they have the stats for these things. They have tools or whatever they say that can like see what these are. Hang on. Sea of Thieves Wiki GG Seasons. Let's do a little seasonal review real quick. Let's have a quick little. All right. Remove huge gaps in the map. Yeah, Drew does seem like a genuinely nice dude who's caught in the crossfire side 8 because no, he does. Yeah, that's what happens. Like anyone smart knows this. Like you don't say, oh, he's a dickhead. He's just reading messages. Get it, brother. So, where does the pain start? I think fuck it. We'll go from the start. Ad. When's the ad over? When is the ad over? They aren't even adverse to removing things. Remember when they removed the one curse? Because you wouldn't. No one wanted to pay up for it. No one wanted to pay up for it, bro. So, Season 1, brand new content, no complaints. I wasn't there. Season 2, I started playing in this season right at the end of it. And FOFs were the hottest thing in the game. And the people I started playing with, like NZ Goblin and shit, it was like, hear that noise? We're going to that fucking FOF. We're going. It was good shit. Took ages to do a FOF. Really fun. Season 3 was A Pirate's Life. That was my first update. And I was like, holy shit. This game gets fucking crazy on the updates. Is Season 1 Shroudbreaker tattoo rare? I have a bunch of Season 1 stuff. I don't know if it's rare or not. The Shroudbreaker stuff you can't get even from the doubloon store. So technically it's rare now because it's not returning. Yeah, Season 3, I was like, this is crazy. Pirate's Life? What the fuck? Insane. Season 4, Shrines and Treasuries, aka the final nail in the coffin for Arena. Not good. These, I thought they were fucking cool when I first did them because I was new to the game. This was like, I was only like 4 months into playing the game at this point. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Go work, go broke. That's just a fucking moronic statement, dude. That's just... What are you, fucking 10 years old, bro? Yeah, Shrines and Treasuries fucking visually are so cool. Unfortunately, now that I'm an experienced player, it's like, oh no, those were the worst thing ever. Season 5, Buried Treasure. Burying treasure is cool for when you're being sneaky, but quest board and map bundles, map bundles are cool, but quest board, not good, dude. Treasury felt good when there wasn't anything new. No, yeah, to me, the treasure, I was like, this is, like, once again, I went from Pirates of the Life to Treasuries, and I was like, wow, this game, like, they do fucking whole new things every update, even if some of them weren't good. What up, Hyper? How's it going? Season 5 out of 5 main menu, though? Yeah. So, yeah, quest board, no good. Season 6, Sea Forts. The actual genuine final nail in the coffin for Arena. Sea Forts, we all thought Sea Forts were going to be so cool. We thought you were going to be able to man them and defend them in a PvP-esque type of fucking thing. We got nothing. The Siren Treasure is a cool concept, but they're very repetitive, which I think is a huge issue with most stuff is very repetitive, which doesn't lend itself to long-term play. Yes. Whatever happened to guilds anyway? Nothing. Next season's going to be the best? Solid feeling season. Solid's gone in season 20? Yep. Yep. Thought Captain Voyage would be amazing, but got removed. Yeah. Yeah, so Sea Fort's not good. The Veil, though. I love the Veil. In fact, the Veil, a lot of people know about me, or know, like, when I first started streaming, the first thing I was like, I want to do my completionist grind, because, Theb wasn't on for a lot of the time, and he still isn't. And I did Veils on stream. I did around 50 Veils on stream, and it was fucking fun content. Stupid to have to do 100 to get the worst looking sword in the game, but fun. It was a fun time. Season 7, Captaincy. This was the most half-baked season of all time. They've only technically just finished Captaincy recently with the other shit they added with guilds and stuff. Think you found the comment you want? Yeah, screenshot it, send it. Screenshot is probably the best way to grind levels when they came out. Yeah, they were good for Hunter's Call as well. Getting those bottles, that was great. Hoping for better sort content like 1 and TF2 content. Jesus. Proud honor of having Sorrow's Curse and all the commendations for Siren Treasuries and Sirens. I suffered for nothing. Yep. I've got them too, and you'll never see me wear them unless I'm making a joke fit. Still feeling the bugs from Season 7 to now, really? Yep. Yeah. Captaincy, Milestones, Sovereigns. I think Sovereigns should work like Hourglass, and you can't sell if a boat's nearby. Sovereigns doesn't have any downsides, and it's a problem. Captain Voyages are obviously gone. Milestones, the problem with Milestones is what's it called? It's the pirate progress tab doesn't work properly. And also the fact it only measures shit on captain boats, so bad. Sovereign's Ruin selling. I like the selling, but I wish there was some restrictions. What up, Huel? How's it going? That it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So this was a comment on my video. Really don't understand all the complaints and comments you have on SOT. Not at all in my eyes. The company and the game are one of the great ones when it comes to updates. The game is fun, the updates are fun, always bringing something new or fun to use and try. No matter how small that thing is, it usually has a good impact on gameplay and strategy. Every time there's a SOT update from the devs, I look at the video like, what? That's awesome! Listen, if you're unable to have fun or create your fun, and you are just always waiting for the devs of some game to spoon feed you so you can have any type of fun, you're just a depressed gamer tired of life. Every time I play this game, I have a new history to tell, and it's always fun, even when I sink and lose everything. You people really need to expect the games to be perfect the exact way you want it to go into it to have fun. Try different things, new things, dumb things, or just stop playing. And so I said to him, you definitely didn't pay attention to the video, because almost every point you make here, even the subjective opinions, just aren't really true. The updates aren't fun when half the features are missing, / have no real implementation. Crouching, hang off boats, PvP voyage with no real PvP. The last 6 seasons have had zero long-term impact on gameplay and strategy. The new portable cannon is useless, hunting spear is useless, the new weapons are all functionally inferior to existing ones, the burning blade is just a waste. Cliff, you didn't expand my comment. I forget what I said. I stopped using sovereigns because of the theory they work for GMU, so I was paranoid that there was a secret counter heralding the arrival of GMU. Yeah. The read more isn't working for that message. Hit refresh on the video. Or just link me the video. Yeah, I forgot to close parentheses. Yeah, link me the video real quick, Cliff. Just sounds like you're a server ally person a few days ago. Yeah, like, look, I understand where he's coming from, but he's doing the same fucking projection where it's like, you're just a sad gamer title. It's like, no. I played a game which has a lot of lovely, good features, and they keep making it bad. What was his username? Gao. Gao. Let me just do this. Gao. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so I go... The last 6 seasons have had zero long-term impact on gameplay and strategy. The new portable cannon is useless, the hunting spear is useless, the new weapons are all functionally inferior to existing ones, and the burning blade is just a waste. I am very able to have fun and create fun for myself. Just check my streams. I have every single com in the game. I've experienced the good and the bad, and currently every single update is on the bad side, unfortunately. I'm not a depressed gamer tired of life. I just want the devs to go back to how they were with creativity within the updates in the early years of this game, which means before I even started playing. As you can see in almost every other comment, this isn't just my opinion as some kind of contrarian. It's becoming more and more a shared opinion with the wider player base. Go look at the reactions to the new season reveal. Everyone is getting sick of lackluster updates with recycled content and no real depth. And before you say, just don't play then, consider how big changes are made to games. Public criticism and sharing of ideas. And then he says, having every single com doesn't mean you can make your own fun. Crouching, hanging off the ships, the new weapons, the hunting spear, they all have very amazing uses. What are the amazing uses for the hunting spear? You can throw it at a person. You used to be able to duplicate them and make your boat look funny. The new weapons, what are the amazing uses for any of the new weapons? There's no amazing use. Throwing knives, you can sit on a ammo crate and just... That's fun. Blowpipe, you can get a little silly with. Not amazing. Harpoon gun. No. Do you still have hope for this game with these developers? No, I don't. Name more than 2 uses for it? Yeah. I love having fun crouching. Can put spear in butt. They all have very amazing uses. I've been using them non-stop, that's cap, ever since I came back to playing. Maybe they have no use for you. That's a very different aspect of your arguments, because it has become, this is all useless to me. A weapon not being better than an old one does not at all mean that it's bad or shouldn't be there. No, double barrel pistol should not be in the game. Knife is objective one of the best weapons. Maybe not for PvP if you care that much about PvP. I don't know, TBF. I just use what I like. The darts are the most amazing piece of content I think they added. I've been having tons of fun using it to become a part of a skeleton ship or the burning blade and just trying to stop players from sinking me. The lure darts are incredible. Powder darts are super strong even in PvP. At least I've been having success using them. So in the end, it just boils down to what I always see when people start complaining about the game. The company is not doing what you want, but we are having a lot of fun over on this side. I've been enjoying every part of the last updates. Catapulting spears into my enemy ships. No. Sneaking onto people's ships. Sneaking doesn't help you get on their ships. You just swim to their ship. You don't sneak in the water. I've been using crouch a lot. We tend to sneak on players' ships and leave gifts to watch how they react. You can do that without sneaking. Lots of wholesome people I've met this way. Also, beyond trying to steal from more experienced crews, the game is just getting more and more amazing to me, and just being the same for those who cannot find a way to enjoy the new things they add. I'm sorry that this is the way you feel while playing SOT. Now, the thing this man has done is he has said, this isn't good to you, but it's good to me. This man doesn't see the irony of, if he says my opinion is invalid because it's my opinion, and then proceeds to show me his opinion and says it's valid because it's positive, that's an example of someone who doesn't fucking understand anything. What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean because my opinion is this, and it's what he perceives as negative, and his is his own opinion he perceives as positive, that makes mine incorrect? Learn how to fucking have nuance. Learn how to conversate. How much they're paying him? Nothing. I like how Crash doesn't change your player height. Yep. Actually had the knife at PvE because it's kind of janky to me. Yeah, no, it has the worst hitbox in the game. If you go into a sea fort, throw a knife at a ghost, the hitbox stays there. If there's 2 ghosts in a row, you throw a knife at one and you throw another knife, it gets stuck and doesn't go anywhere. 500 a lie? Yep. Guy does darts under his bed when there's lightning outside. Then they use the new weapons at the comm side of them? Yep. To be fair, I do use throwing knives and swords in my loadout, but I see why most people don't like it. No, I don't say that you can't use them. I just say they don't add longevity or, like, you know, they're not really meaningful to the game. It's sort of a thought-terminating cliche on his part. Yeah, exactly. It's a problem I have with online discussion, which obviously there's no intelligent discussion to be had online. But these people, they will say things and they'll contradict themselves by being like, well, this is my point of view, but your point of view is wrong because it's not my point of view. And it's just like, that's not a fucking conversation. That's not an argument or a debate. That's just like, you're an idiot. You just, yeah, your opinion isn't real because I'm a 5-year-old that doesn't know others' emotions about others. Steak night was yesterday. It's Friday today. Steak is Thursday. Guys, now I developed to defend the game in YouTube comments. Add crud launch, add gambling, add bounties. Yep. Is usual rare. Yeah, we should listen to your feedback. This is worse, but yes. All right. Back to the video.
In the scenes, that delivery cadence is also negatively impacting our team.
Wait.
Optimizing for regular monthly feature updates. We're just delivering features that feel rushed.
Yep.
Aren't materially expanding the game. And behind the scenes, that delivery cadence is also negatively impacting our team.
You sound really sad there when he said team. He went like, team. Holy shit. Hang on. Like, listen to his cadence when he finishes the sentence.
Also negatively impacting our team.
He goes, team. That's not good. Drew is not in a good state right now. He's in a bit of an emotional state. That's oh, geez, that's not good. His employees are getting sad and stressed over the most mid content. Of course, he feels bad. He does sound like he's tearing up. That's actually genuinely like a little concerning there. The way, yeah, specifically the way he goes, team. They want everyone to sit and take all the bullshit in the game, then they have themselves. They want everyone to sit and take all the bullshit in the game, then they themselves need to work on the game to be able to say that. If you want to have people liking the game, make it better yourself. I hate that comment. I hate when people say, oh, do it better yourself. How about you fuck off? This is just sad. No, that's, we need to hear that one more time. He genuinely sounds sad. Holy shit, Icarus. What the fuck?
In the scenes, that delivery cadence is also negatively impacting our team. With all these things combined, we couldn't continue.
I bet he knows something we don't at Microsoft. That delivery of that line there really does make it seem like some boots have been put to backs. That genuinely sounds like the team is struggling to work and, you know, belt to ass is happening. The jump cut there? Yeah. He sees the game destroyed because there's... What the fuck are you talking about? Some seas aren't made of water, but made by Drew's tears. Yeah, the choke on the team made me say, yeah, that's not good. He's read the letter already. Maybe. Feel really close to rare shutdown or for SOT or just rare in general. I mean, I've been saying it, and I wanted to be proven wrong. As I say, I want the game to exist because it's the game I play. Ooh, too bit depressed. My job was on thin ice, and I knew it. Yeah. What up, Crut? What up, Captain? New actually good SOT idea. Be able to throw snake crates at people and venom them. Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, okay. The employees are being told to fix the same shit whilst working on new stuff. There's only going to be criticized, and the team will be let off when Rare gets shut down for the season worth. Well, that's the other problem. The Sisyphean task of making SOT better. People always say, like, oh, they should do an Operation Health like Rainbow Six did. So I got slimy goo-goo on my hands. They're like, they should do an Operation Health where they don't add new features. They just they just do bug fixes. They're not even in the state where they can do that anymore, because if they do a bunch of bug fixes, as soon as they add new content, all of those bugs come back now. Give us outfit saving. Can't feel sorry for them. They did this to themselves. Well, that's the thing as well, right? It's an appeal to empathy, but like, yeah. They've done that 3 times. They sub delays. Well, that's the thing as well. They have done that. Like, they have delayed seasons to make them, like, work better. Bro, why'd you have a bogey on your finger? It wasn't a bogey. It was a slimy goo-goo. Yeah, it's just, no matter what they do, they're always going to be trying to fight against their own game's code. And it's bad, unfortunately. Hell yeah, Mystic. Don't think Rare will shut down. I think Salt may shut down, seeing how Rare has a lot of IPs. Not that they're working on. Not that they're working on. Like Meg, damn.
You moving ahead with another season.
And the point is, Drew's just one man, not personally responsible, so I feel bad for him, but as a corporate entity, Rare is kind of self-dug hole. Yeah, yeah. Drew, no hate for Drew, but Rare, what have you done? And, you know, I personally, you know, have feelings over this because that's been me for years. I've been the guy talking about this and the state that it's in and what it'll lead to. And as cringe as it is to say, to toot my own horn, I keep getting things right, and I don't like that. I keep predicting how shit things will go. And these are mostly safe predictions for the most part. Like, anyone could predict them. But it's like, I don't like that I say, wow, this is going to go badly, and then a year passes, and now we've got Drew almost crying. And it's like, fuck, dude. Predictions are insane. Yeah, like, I even try to, like, exaggerate them so they're not realistic. Or is going to be stuck putting googly eyes on McDonald's fries this time next year? Maybe. Big Daddy Microsoft is worth like $1 trillion. They have to be able to put at least $10 million to funding for the game after Xbox One is gone. Yeah, no. PlayStation shut down Bluepoint, the guys who did the Demon's Souls remake, and fucking ruined the atmosphere of it. Bluepoint? Oh, Bluepoint, not Blueprint. Yeah, Bluepoint. Like I've said in the past, if they drop Xbox One support, they won't be limited to what they can do. Yeah, I keep saying it because it is the best decision they could make. It's bad for Drew because Reg is expecting him to fix all things through developer update videos. Here's the thing, Huel. He's delivering the information he's allowed to deliver to us. What is he not allowed to deliver to us? That's the stuff that scares you. Scare me. Like, what could it be that he's not actually telling us, you know? What is something from bringing back Arena? So Arena won't come back because the reason they removed Arena was they did have a lack of players in it, but the reason they had a lack of players is because they hired another company to create Arena, and then they said, cool, thanks, we'll maintain it. They didn't maintain it. It kept rotting. They added shrines and sea forts to the map. They couldn't make a second map within the game code without those. Apparently, they couldn't clone the map and remove sea shrines and sea forts, because then they'd be maintaining 2 kind of versions of the game. And in Arena, ocean crawlers were spawning, treasure was spawning, a lot of shit was fucked up because of sea shrines and sea forts, and phantom forts being sea forts, and the sea shrines and treasuries. And they took that, and they took the fact that there was very few players left on it because there was no reason to play it because it was fucking like it was just rotting, and they just shut it down. Bringing back Arena at this point, a lot of people have said, oh, they should bring back Arena. I think that'll save the game. That'll bring back the play base. It's just too late. It's too late. It's even like, when I started playing, 2021, June, Arena, I'm in OCE, smallest population, obviously. All Arena was when I started playing was waiting for 45 minutes to get a game, and then everyone would move to the same boat, and they would just, like, do two galleons of TDMs, and that's all it was. There was no... I played maybe 63 rounds of Arena, and maybe 5 of them were actual Arena games with boats trying to sink each other and sell the chest. The rest was just people setting up TDMs. And it was 45 minutes per fucking round, like, to get into the round. So I think, obviously, different regions, that would have been a bit different, but a lot of people have said Arena was just also dead at the point they were shutting it down. Bringing it back, I don't think will have any kind of positive gain for the game. If they made Arena like a separate game like Ark Survival Fish, that's something they could do. I do miss the Spawn Hub in Arena. Yeah, no, they need to open the Sea Dogs. If you want to give us actual meaningful content, give us the poison thing the purple guy has. Give Skeleton Curse outfits to every skeleton in the game. Yes. Yes, I've said that before, yes. Drop Xbox One, stop promising things and then not adding them. Re-add Arena, Last Ship Standing. Yep, just do all that. What was the other company? Hang on, I can find the name of it. I always forget the name of it. They made the PS5 version. Sea of Thieves PS5 version. It's like Aspect or some shit. Developer. What were they called? Oh fuck, what are they called? Oh, what are they called? Fuck. Who did the Sea of Thieves PS5 port? Why do I always forget the name of this company? 5 minutes is crazy? 5 minutes of what? Closely? No, not closely. Hey, thank you for the Prime, leader. Oh no, Sony worked closely with Rare. Fuck's sake. Hang on. I might be able to find this information. PS5. Just tuning in. What happened now? Everything's really sad is what's happening. The game is in a sad state and Drew's saying some sad things. I don't remember. Anyway, they hired a company. I forget the name of it. They made Arena. Rare said, cool, you don't need to maintain it. We'll maintain it. And then Arena started breaking. Did my Prime go through? Yes, it did. Thank you. And they rehired that company to make the PS5 port, which unfortunately is the worst working version of the game. Why is this about purging Xbox One? So Mike Chapman has admitted that Xbox One version support is the only reason they can't expand the map and they can't add more ships to servers. Genuinely, Xbox One is holding back the game in a major way. He also has said that it would be a disaster in his mind if they had to drop support for it. Because he considers Xbox One similar to a different PC build, where it's like, well, it's just a different configuration of hardware. It's holding back the game. Yep. Yo, finally got a laser crud box that I made? Hell yeah, nice. I'm seeing this is a good thing, by the way. Might even get content drops every 6 months at a massive, we get monthly stop, no more plunder pass. I swear they tweeted the name of the company who started working on custom management before that fell through. I guess they went through with EAC. That tweet got deleted. So bleak about Xbox One? Yep. I've shown it before. I'm happy to show it again. I think it's called Burning Questions. Yep, here we go. Here's the exact thing that I was just talking about. This is a podcast from 2024.
Configurations and Xbox. That's the play space that we're dealing with. Like filtering what we design.
Sorry, he has a long answer. Oh, here we go.
With that then, Mike, this might be a bit, I don't want to put this in the nasty
Sorry, this is really hard to hear. This is as quiet as the video is.
way, but because there's a lot of debate in the community about the truth of this, is there an element that you, when you design an update, you have to think about, we need to make this experience playable on previous generation consoles? Does that factor it in? Or is it a sense of the old consoles don't really limit your design at this time, so you're pretty much just doing what you want, really? Does that make sense if I explain that correctly?
No, you have.
So he basically says, does the Xbox version hold back development of SOT? Xbox One gave it the times they have games coming out in the cool and so, and they fall too far behind. They won't be able to keep up unless they make a SOT to a brand new IP.
Like, is it a factor in
Shout out Captain Blubber.
filtering what we design? So that
want to draw one of your SOT pirates, malnourished crackhead? Draw the King of Playtime.
discussion, I can assure you, is not that kind of level of can we get this running on hardware is never part of discussions with the design team. I mean, from a design perspective, yes, there's limitations that we're aware of, which is the world is a certain size and there's 6 ships in that world optimally.
He says there's 6 ships in that world because of that. Lucid Games, okay. Lucid Games is the name of the team that made Arena, and they ported SOT to ported SOT to PS5. Lucid Games. Lucid Games. There we go.
They're your limitations.
I have to find it, Box.
That's the play space that we're dealing with. Like, whether it runs
Cheers, Mass.
at performance might be raised by engineers when we've designed everything and we're breaking it down and we're taking the team through it and we're getting work spun up.
Oh yeah, Babs.
From a
I don't have
creative
complete achievements
perspective,
for that.
I'd find that quite. I think I'd be horrified by that if that was that was filtering our ideas.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a factor at all.
I suppose you have that element of sort of scaling.
Yeah, so basically what Mike says there is Xbox One holds back map size and ship count, but he would hate to get rid of it. But dropping older consoles, people won't be able to play the game anymore. Yep. Who cares?
Season like this, and we had to take a step
Jesus.
back. Couldn't continue.
And Yenzi sent us again sounding sad. Oh, I'm so sorry, Drew. Listen to this. He goes, season like this.
You moving ahead with another season like this.
This man has anguish. This man, the way he just said that.
And we had to take a step back. We couldn't continue moving ahead with another season like this.
Listen, he goes like this. This is actually sad. This is genuinely sad. Drew straight up is suffering. He knows what's something. I think something's happened internally. I think genuinely there's been like an audit of some kind, probably from Microsoft. That's not good, dude. Drew does not really have an easy job being the face of this. Yeah, I know. It sucks for him. That sucks. You're going to throw him in front of a camera like that. Stop Drew abuse. Look at the flowers, Drew. No one even plays Xbox One anymore. PNGs don't even load on it. Yep. Jeez, he just sounds so sad. You got yelled at before this video or something? We'll listen to it one more time.
All these things combined, we couldn't continue moving ahead with another season like this.
God, you just hear his like heart sink as he says that. That is so fucking sad, dude. Jesus. Even his eyes are different, more emotion than... Yeah, no, that is... he is... Yikes. Might be over. Since the time about energy from when Bungie had to apologize for the art theft shit. Yeah, where they brought that dude out and he's just sitting there like this. Never been on top... never been that into sort... Hang on, let me scroll up. Sorry, it disappeared. Never been that into sort, so I don't like... As in, I don't play it every day. It's not like my main game, so I'm not in the loop of knowledge about this stuff. I just kind of play every now and then because it's a pirate game. I know my comment means nothing, but I felt like being involved in conversation. Yeah, that's alright. Like, I have a lot of people now who watch me who have no interest in ever touching SOT again. A lot of people watch SOT content now because they can't be bothered playing it. When is the Great Sever coming? I bet the game could split into different platforms as different games. I've said that before as well. Instead of just dropping Xbox One, stop updating it and make a separate version of SOT. Like, just be like, here's Legacy SOT, only playable on Xbox One, only for Xbox One players. The normal game, though, we're going to keep updating. What does he mean by that? Like, not moving ahead with another season like this? I believe what he means is they're dropping the 3-act structure. I believe they are getting rid of the 3-act structure because it just doesn't work. It's because you and them make it look fun. We try. I'm watching myself, cannot play. I watch it because there's a slow motion train collision. Bro's probably bored of the shit ass content he has to play for 1/3 of a year. Sea Remnants might replace SOT, just an opinion, might not a fact. The only reason it's not gonna replace it is because it's not like a sandbox game, really. Not in the same sense as SOT. The Remnants doesn't look as bad as the first trailer made it look. The first trailer made me fucking cringe, but I've seen some gameplay. It looks like an okay RPG. I've seen face when I tell my parents I've failed the same school year for the second time. You failed the school year twice? Jesus. Pull an Overwatch and slap a 2 on it, then remove it later? Yep. I wonder if he's worried about losing his job. I mean, having games on the edge of dying and dead is probably very stressful. In the scenario that Rare was to shut down, Drew would still have job security within Microsoft. There's a few people at Rare that I would say definitely will be... what's the word? I forget the word, but they'd be moved within the company. They'd be offered to be moved within the company. Press K.
And
that just unpauses it. Scooped, yeah, they would reallocate Drew as a resource. Not everyone though. Looking forward to the Crimson Desert and Resident Evil 9 release in 7 days. Is Crimson Desert real though? Did you generally feel like you and Theb are pillars of the SOC community? Rare would never admit it, but you two do so much to keep this game popular. I try, dude. I try. That's why I rant, because I care. Drew was sad about losing passion in a happy place. It sounds like he's more sad about how the team's been affected by it. Like, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like he is suffering because the team are just, like, probably under fucking threat of losing their job. I think if Rare gets old yellow, they'll move on to, like, Activision or other places. I mean, Activision's owned by Microsoft, so that would make sense. What did you just send me, Cliff? Oh, man. Yeah, wow, he does look sadder. Watching this while exploiting Hourglass? Nice, dude. I got in the game 2 years ago because of friends. It's fun, but the fun parts aren't any of the past 6 years updates. Yeah, well, that's the thing. The fun for me in this game comes from player-to-player interaction, and they've spent a lot of time removing player-to-player interaction. Like how he said at the start, diving makes servers feel empty. Having only 6 ships on the server makes servers feel empty. That's where the fun is, running into people. Next update, we'll see Withered Drew. Lot will be laid off compared to the amount that would be transferred to other studios or projects? Yes. He's played Black Desert and that game has entirely eroded my trust in Pearl Abyss. Bro needs a grog. Team is probably struggling? Yep. Sounds like the only game of its kind. If they shut down, they need to let is do it like Minecraft, where we can make our own servers. They don't host, the players do. Hourglass could still work. People could merge in a server. Maybe. Drew needs to be more a face of a successful game. He'd probably be happier. Yeah. And running away moves the meeting people. That as well. Yeah. Literally. And the game currently incentivizes you to run, which I fucking hate. I say this all the time. There's no skill to running. There's no skill to chasing. It's just waiting for someone to fuck up or having the faster boat. There's no On both ends, there is not a single bit of like skill, unless you're trying to dive or portal away, which is lame. Sea of Thieves has always been a social game. Its forefront. Remove anything that impacts social interactions. Literally just shooting yourself in the foot. Yep. And yeah, so they did diving, which fucked up a lot of the interactions. And then because of the last couple of years of where the season's been focused, it has been focused on specifically not having to interact with other people. And that's the point of the game. See Drew on Epic Games do Fortnite story because I know he loves the story. Yeah, I think diving is very cool to start a session, get it started, but it removes the idea of sailing where players are. PR is spectrum ranging from solo everybody Todd Howard to Punish Drew Stevens to Wild Red Fawn. Yeah.
Had to take a step back and begin making some changes.
Begin is the dagger in the back here is he says begin. Brother, unfortunately, you need to have already started. Beginning making changes. Also, every time I pause, he looks sadder. That's so not good. Look at the face. Yeah, it's... Oh... It has to be over, right? Like, it has to be. Like, I don't want to be correct, but it has to be over this year. This isn't hate. Like I said, there was the video, someone said, oh, SOT hate is forced. It's concern. It's the same shit in every video. Yeah, he has to, because there's nothing good to say, unfortunately. Bro, just I hate this. Goes down fast. 2 days ago, 3 slips were fighting near Crew Solo because of a ghost fleet. My crew went there because we've been in the Raw for 4 hours. We haven't seen a single ship there. That face is somebody who's aware of a deadline date.
We've taken this as an opportunity to review where we need to be focusing as a team to better serve you, our community. While we'll be making some significant changes to how we deliver updates in the future, right now we've made some specific changes to Season 19 that I want to talk through.
Okay.
And those are going to be different to what we...
I need to take another piss. I'm back.
Previously shared in Insiders. Season 19 is going to kick off in March.
Okay, so it's still in March. I thought he was about to say it's not till fucking, like, May. Shuddering bread starts for each sentence. No, that's what it is, right? He keeps going like, team. It's whatever his management or actual team or both. I think it's I said it before, I think it's a mixture of both due to the culture that was bred there. Don't they only have like a year left on contract with Xbox Game Studios?
Our 8-year anniversary.
Oh, hang on.
19 is going to kick off in March alongside our 8-year anniversary.
I'm sorry to keep pausing just because he's finishing sentences, but it's the body language and the breathiness. He goes, 8-year anniversary. It's the last one. Stop gambling. We don't gamble during crud rant. Try to go back and wash your hands. Scrubby, you were gone for like 5 seconds. I'm quick with it. These are clean. Look, run a fucking urinalysis. There's nothing on these. Anyway, stop gambling. No, the way he sounds so sad.
19 is going to kick off in March alongside our 8-year anniversary.
He raised his eyebrows. Anniversary. Average P take 21 seconds. Yeah, okay, when I hit the Chinese music, it's a 59-second clip. There was 11 seconds left.
There'll be rewards to earn
it's quick.
And an anniversary-themed community weekend.
Who cares about community weekend, dog? We had one 2 weeks ago. We have a Golden Glory in 2 weeks. And now next month, at the end of the month, we're having another community. Who fucking cares? I'm sorry, Drew. I know you're trying to give some good news in here. They mean nothing. We get one every fucking 2 months. I was wondering what you would do to try to get the game back up and running. I love the game, but I feel there's too much need to be done to be fixed. I mean, I would love for the game to be at a place when I played the first time, when I was running to play as me and people every day. Like I said, Drop Xbox One support, increase the ships per server. That is the number one way to increase the player base is by making people feel like there's more players. How do you make people feel like there's more players? You put more players in the servers. If I'm playing a session and every 5 minutes of sailing, I'm like, oh, boat over there, boat over there, boat over there. I'm like, wow, a lot of people are playing. And then the word spreads to other people that I talk to about it. I go, yeah, I keep running into players. And so then those people get on. So not only do the current player base encounter each other more, that brings more of the player base together. That's all they have to do. And I know what he's saying with the whole server merge fix and shit. That'll kind of do that. But it needs to have more people on the fucking game. On the servers. Love Community Weekend. I love collecting flags. Propellers, skid marks, and toilets, and nuclear waste, devils, raw piss. I'm like a goddamn sandblaster. Even I'm like, bro, they just did one? Yeah. Remember what the first anniversary was like when there was love? No, it wasn't there. What community's left for a weekend? Res Honey Supply and Beef Farmer on life support dog. We won't even do community weekend for a full week. Community weekend fucking sucks in Australia. We get till Monday to get max multiple. Yeah, no, I live in Australia. Yeah. What up, Mifu? Then a whole server fighting each other. 10 boats going, imagine! That's all we need to do. It's the quickest way to get a temporary increase. Well, not temporary, to the quick. Sorry, it's just a quick way to get more players playing the game. And then they can iron out the bugs. All right. God, he sounds so sad.
Part of the celebrations. The focus for the first month of Season 19 will...
Okay, so before he says anything, Season 19, hang on. We need to do a quick review because I'm imagining this is all changing, but we need to do a quick recap of what Season 19 is because a lot of you people don't know because you know there hasn't been a video on it fully and you just don't look at insiders. 10 ships would be amazing. 10 ships. That's all they need. Okay, so Community Week. Drop X with one more boats and servers. Let's put that in the insiders for him. They won't do it. We already showed you the video showing where Mike won't. Last ship standing sloop is only available otherwise if it were Galleon's Xbox One would burn itself. It has it in the code. As someone in the UK, we do get the longest daytime community weekend, but even that's just miserable. Cool. Season 19. Act 1, you pick a team, Flameheart or Pirate Lord. You seek out the mysterious Orb of Souls. When you return to your company, it'll award points to the war effort for your chosen side. At the end of Act 1, community will have decided the victor between these two factions, and with the victory come additional rewards and bonuses for the remainder of the season. The Orb of Souls, it was data mined. When you kill enemies and stuff like that, you can absorb their souls to make the value of it go up, and then you can sell it. And you can buy it from smugglers. Act 2, Champions of the Damned, it's Last Ship Standing. We already know what that is, Battle Royale. Act 3 was Daughter of the Depths, which was a new type of Kraken fight, which was emergent, and you can dive into it, where it's a multi-phase Kraken fight. Should have been in the Hunter's Call season. Also, during Act 3, there was going to be these reinforcement posts where, depending on who wins in Act 1, if you're a Reaper or Athena, whichever one won, on islands you could find posts that will either have skeletons or phantoms that will help you out and lead you to treasure, which I think is a pretty shitty reward, honestly. And for Act 2, whichever one won in Act 1 during Last Ship Standing would get a boost amount of emissary, allegiance. Wasn't the Orb of Souls 2 Insider auditions ago? It hasn't been added, hasn't been tested. Hey, Garrison Forts, I'm going Flame. I can't keep pondering all these orbs. The Wizard FCC is going to hang me. Yeah, so that is what Season 19 is. What is it now?
Then be to bring together all of the improvements we've been making to Hourglass battles.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Also, Season 19 includes the Hourglass improvements, which is rediving, requeuing, which is good. We asked for it 3 years ago. A little too late. Hourglass crates that reset your sups when you dive. Good. Shrinking zone. Apparently they've ironed it out and it's pretty okay. Automatically raising your flag when you dive as a Reaper or Athena. Pretty good. I think there was something else. I can't remember. I tested the new orb. It was in for one patch. Oh, was it? I didn't even know that. I found a way to infinitely farm Ghosts for Souls. Wow. Feels like combos are just keys jiggling, but the keys don't stimulate anymore. They're trying to jiggle. Yeah, so all that Hourglass stuff is also coming. But it should have came when it was ready, like right now. Does that mean I'm too late for my curse grind level 1000? No. Oh, also, the other thing they're doing is they're changing the commendations that have opposite faction to be any faction. So you don't have to... Like, the only comm I don't have in the game other than Shrouded Ghost, because I can't be bothered doing Hourglass, is I need to kill 126 more servants as Guardians. That'll be 125 more boats as Guardians.
With shrinking battle zones, starting supplies, quick rematching, auto emissary, commendation fixes, and improved allegiance rewards as an evolution to Hourglass Play.
Yep, 3 years
With
too
all
late, but
these
that's okay.
improvements coming in, we'll then be running another Fight Nights event across 2 weekends.
Good.
With boosted allegiance to bring everyone to battle.
Good.
And to sweeten the deal, the long-requested
Sea Dog.
Fallen Sea Dog cosmetics will finally make an appearance.
That was data mined. We already knew Fallen Sea Dog was going to be a Fight Night's reward.
With the Fallen Sea Dog jacket able to be earned during March's Fight Nights. The Fallen Sea Dog set will then become a consistent reward rolled out for some of our more competitive live events over the coming months.
Good.
In April, we'll introduce the first Build Rats Week.
He didn't mention this. What does the jacket look like? The Fallen Sea Dog jacket looks like this. Yep. Yeah, he didn't mention Act 1. He just mentioned Hourglass things. The reason I'm level 20 in both Hourglass factions is because every single person I fought in Solo Super has shot one cannon, ran again to the other side of the zone. Ugh. 30 cops per season, but for Fallen Sea Dogs, yeah. Ninja is happy because it says in script, don't forget to be happy. Once in a blue moon, decent update.
Kenda, a pirate festival with new challenge voyages to earn and steal doubloons.
Do not steal.
Popular live events making their return, the opening of the black market,
Okay.
and of course what every festival needs.
Community
An
week.
organised fireworks display at the outpost.
Like, okay.
The Build Rats Weekender will then return each month with different challenges,
Nice.
events, and prizes.
Being sarcastic.
So stay tuned for more info on the Weekender
Yay!
coming soon. Closing the season in May, we'll then be introducing our Last Ship Standing experience.
Okay, hang on. So, Act 1 is now the Hourglass updates that we were getting anyway. Act 2 is the Build Rat Weekender. And then Act 3 is Last Ship Stand. That's May.
In the Sea of the Damned. This pits 6 sloop crews together in a battle to the death and supports both solo and duo crews separately.
Oh no.
Last Ship Standing will then return each month as part of our live calendar of events with
Ooh.
new rewards to be earned. So,
No, so Captain Hazzy, next act is March 5th, next season is March 19th.
that's
What's the black market thingy? They're bringing back old cosmetics combined with doubloons.
the overview of what's going to be coming across season 19.
But where's the other
But for
stuff?
those of you who take part in our Insiders program, you've no doubt spotted some features which are missing from this list. The Orb
Don't say it.
of Souls item,
Yeah.
voyages to obtain them,
Yeah.
updated Kraken encounter,
Yeah.
and the War of the Flame wrapper we announced for season 19 in Insiders
Yeah.
are all being put back into the backlog and development on them stopped.
We never got the rest of the Hunter's Call season. Oh no. It is over. Game's gone? It's gone. How? We've got incomplete season 14. Was it 14 Hunter's Call season? We've got that to come back. And then we've got this season now, and then we've got season 20, which is the Grand Maritime Union. So when are we getting this? Is gone. I got back like 30 seconds too late. What did you say? Season 19 has been scrapped, basically. Other than Last Ship Standing, which is the 3rd month of the season now instead of the 2nd. The Orbisouls and the Kraken rework are gone. The war effort is gone. They have removed more content. We'll play it again.
The Orb of Soul across season 19. But for those of you who take part in our Insiders program, you've no doubt...
No, Smig, we don't get Last Ship Standing for entire season. We get it at the end of the season. Starting here back is Black Market 2nd Act? Yes. Because the doubloon reset happens with the launch of the season. Sorry, no. The temporary doubloon shop starts at the start of the season, and then the 2nd act is when the reset happens. Sean, what did I miss? Why does dude have Vegeta hair went tatted? Have a listen.
Spotted some features which are missing from this list. The Orb of Souls item, voyages to obtain them, updated Kraken encounter, and the War of the Flame wrapper we announced for Season 19 in Insiders are all being put back into the backlog and development on them stopped.
Fucking hell. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So, here's the timeline. March 5th, Act 3 of the current season happens. What is Act 3? It's the Ashen Garrisons that are really shit. We have 2 weeks to do that. Then, what is the Thursday? Hang on, what is the Thursday? 19th of March, Season 19 begins. We are getting the Hourglass updates. A month later, Act 2 of Season 19 begins. The doubloon reset happens, we get the black market, we get build rat weekenders to earn doubloons. A month later, May, we get Last Ship Standing, which is a time-limited game mode for that month, which will return every month, and also Fight Nights are somewhere in there. But we aren't getting the Orb of Souls, the war effort, we're not getting the Kraken rework. Wow. Okay. Love to know what the reasoning is for this. Because the reasoning is because he admitted it. They can't make it good. They can't make good, meaningful content. He said, we keep adding shit that seems rushed, which is true. And it doesn't lead to longevity, like long-term content, which is true. And I've been saying it for years, and people have been saying, no, you've just done everything, so you get mad you complete everything too quick. No, you've got every commendation in the game, so of course you feel like they're not adding any content, because you're done in 5 minutes. Guess who was wrong and guess who was right? I don't want to be right, because it means then the game gets shut down. But that's what's happening. Fair enough, I agree, look pretty bad. Yeah. And the Ashen Garrisons, they're coming for Act 3 this season in March. They suck. Even when they fix them. Conceptually, an Ashen Garrison sucks. For the people who haven't seen it, here's what the first iteration of an Ashen Garrison looked like. And all they're really updating, as far as we know, is bugs and shit. But look at this shit. This is an Ashen Garrison in completion. This is what a fucking Ashen Garrison is. They got rid of the boss of the Ashen Garrison. You don't even fight a Skelly Lord anymore. You just fight a bunch of Skelly Captains and move a bunch of keys. This is what it is. Obviously, it'll be a little better. This is what our next 2 weeks will be after the update in 2 weeks. And then we get Hourglass. What is a webtoon comic they made while this was happening? I mean, another company made that, not them. But look, it's just a sea fort. It's just the Reaper Heist sea fort. That's all it is. It's, unfortunately, I was excited for an Ashen Garrison. I thought it'd be cool. It's not cool. It's really shit. And they need to completely change it. If it bugs out, you just keep getting keys and no 4 kits, soft locks you out of finishing it. Great. It sucks because they look... No, they do look cool. But unfortunately, functionally, they're not cool. And it sucks. So the new Kraken fight is scrapped? Yep. The new Kraken fort is where the rest of the Hunter's Call update is. You know, remember how we were supposed to get hammerhead sharks and treasure crabs? And bait bombs? And all that other shit? The fucking sea serpent? Sea fort, more like key fort. Genuinely, that is the funniest fucking thing anyone could have said about this. Bro, the Ashen Garrison is a bunch of Portmeric assets and C4 mashed together and covered in new liquor paint. How embarrassing. Yeah, like, look at it. Like, obviously it's a bit buggy in this. Like, you'll see there's a few gates that he goes through and then they close after he goes through them that they were supposed to be locked. That's obviously getting fixed. That's, you know, first time testing bug, whatever. It's over. They cannot just, they just cannot make interesting, compelling gameplay to put in them. I know. I saw Glazes for this fort sharing screenshots of the loot and it's mostly storage crate and fireworks crate. There's so much. Yeah. And it's like, it's just not good. It's just not good. It's just key and then kill that guy, get another key. Get another key. It's unfortunately just, it's just not content. Dude, I don't even think season 20 content's going to exist. Can we see loot? So this is the original thing of loot, which isn't as much. There's more loot now. And these fucking wall things, you need ashen keys and there's more loot in them. I don't have the tweet of the person talking about how it was too much loot with the most recent update, but it's not good loot. And we know because of data mining, there is mega stashes planned for them, which they'll probably have upon release. Yeah, original was placeholder. Jenny was pointing adding firework crates to loot pools. They give nothing. You can sell them for like 200 gold. That's what I hate so much about Salt and Rare. There is something here that just drop the ball every time. It's not even frustrating anymore. It's just sad. It's over, dude.
I know there'll be some disappointment on hearing these features have stopped development, and we've felt that disappointment also as a team.
He did it again. He did it again. He got choked up when he said team. Something's happening or happened with the team. Listen when he says team.
And also as a team.
When he says also, he's like, also. This is a man trying to tell someone that their dog died. That's what this is. This is sad. I feel so bad for Drew. This is actually so fucking sad. Sometimes I think Rare has a bottle of all their previous updates on paper and they draw 3 random ones, mash them together. Then when someone has something not from the bottle that's good, it gets scrapped. They should just make the game as jank as possible. Maybe by mistake they save it. They flayed the 3 people who did the least work last week. The team is getting let off little by little. I think so. Genuinely, it sounds like someone who works close to Drew has been like laid off or something, and he's just like he's seeing the move. Sorry, can we get those movements as crud? Wait, what movements? What movements? Somebody he knew very close probably got fired. That's what it feels like. I think he sees the writing on the wall and he's like, oh. I know who? Who? I think Drew knows Soda's gone. Everyone's going to be jobless. Amazon Prime membership fee. Fuck you, Amazon Prime. Whew.
But it's clear that we need to start making some
shoulder
significant
movements?
changes here to how we're working as a team.
What up, Mathungus?
How we're delivering updates to the
Miss
game.
Bones?
But most crucially, reassess the type of content we're making and get back to the heart of where Sea of Thieves started, with our focus on players creating stories together.
This is so fucking sad. And you're saying we have to reassess it? It's like, bro, it's too late though. If you haven't done that work yet, like beginning, starting, optimizing, reassessing, this stuff needs to have already been done. It's too late, unfortunately. I don't know, Boxed. We'll see. They quite literally grasping. No, like, listen to this whole statement. This is so fucking... Oh my god.
And we've felt that disappointment also as a team. But it's clear that we need to start making some significant changes here to how we're working as a team, how we're delivering updates to the game, but most crucially, reassess the type of content we're making and get back to the heart of where Sea of Thieves started, with our focus on players creating stories together. As a leadership team, we're now focused on establishing a revised plan, and we'll share more about that as part of our next Community Direct. And on that, let's call it there. Catch you all next time.
Will you? Will there be a next time? Fuck. Well, Sea of Thieves is it's going. It's going. It's going. That is the saddest I've ever seen Drew present. Oh no, she wouldn't have been fired. She's dating one of the lead devs. Or she's married to. That's yeah. No, he looked like he was gonna cry. He sounded like he was about to cry. He literally, you could hear his like You could hear him get choked up. If anyone ever wants to see the point of what the final straw for this game, it's this one. So, who said something about custom Cs? Glue Goose, you reckon custom Cs will custom servers will get binned or they'll keep it to make money? Not only will custom paid servers still be in the game, if you buy them within the first couple months of them coming out, in the first 3 months, you get access to a wolf cosmetic. That's right. The red wolf will be a reward to the custom Cs subscribers if you subscribe within the first 3 months of release. Placeholder. Exclusive red wolf pet if you subscribe within the first 3 months. No, the Sea of Thieves subscription service is still coming. And if you want this rare pet, you better fucking buy it. We don't know the price yet. We don't know the monthly subscription cost for custom Cs and Safer Seas fleets, but we do know you get a fucking dog if you pre-order it within the first 3 months. 3 months? What is that? That's a quarter. What is a quarter? Oh, look, our quarterly earnings are up because people spent money on this thing. They wanted a dog. Pets literally pay to lose. Yeah, I've started, so as of like yesterday or whenever I streamed, I started playing with my pig out all the time because it's funnier now. Wait, what? Yep. You want custom Cs? What do you mean paid servers? So, feels like a year ago, they announced they're doing what's called custom Cs and Safer Seas fleets. There will be a subscription service where, one, you have access to Safer Seas fleets, which means you can play on Safer Seas with 5 other ships and still progress normally. It still has the lack of Emissary, lack of Captaincy, lack of Reaper, lack of Athena, but at least there's more than one boat. Secondarily, custom Cs. So SOP partners and affiliates and stuff, they have what's called custom server access right now, which is very limited and very shit. You'd think as a SOP partner you'd be able to set up events really easily with those custom servers. No, because there's no rules behind them. They operate like a normal server with no progress. They're now making it so you can spend a monthly subscription to have access to those servers, except they're actually giving you the ability to do stuff in them. Fly around, spawn in boats, spawn in treasure. No progress. No progress. Important you people know there's no progress. But you can actually have fun with the game. You basically have dev tools. A little too late. The competitive scene has gone. That would have been really good in 2023. That would have been really good so people could have constant SOT tournaments all the time with someone flying around in spectator mode, commentating, competitive shit. I can do that in Minecraft, what gives? Yeah, but have you considered paying for it? In July they announced, okay, so it's only been 6 months, 7 months. How much you want to bet they'll cancel that too? I don't know. So sad Scud might not be around longer. Really want to know how much money they spend on maintaining the servers and stuff? I mean, they use fucking Azure servers, which cost nothing. Do we know what's after custom servers? No. Spawning 5 shrouds be sad, doesn't progress comms. They'll cancel everything at some point. I think the best course of action would be to drop a dirty nuke. Okay, Jesus. 10 boats on 100 kegs and just crash the server? Yeah. I do hope that even if the game does die, which I desperately don't want, they can at least give us the rest of the story and book stuff. I think they would. I think they would continue the lore. Legacy Brawl Hub shut down like 2 years ago, and I think that was the last scrap of any competitive SOT. Azure servers are dirty cheap. Yeah. What can we do to help them stay here? We can pray they listen. Unfortunately, they admitted they don't. Hey, Crud, is SOT really in the worst state it's ever been in? I haven't played since that one update 2-3 years ago. We could go do some shit to fight the Shrouded Ghost. Yes. Especially after the video that I just watched. SOT is in its worst state. There's not as many cheaters, and I know a lot of people consider that the full year of cheating in 2024 that everyone experienced was the worst state the game was in. No. The current state of the game is the worst state it's in because there's no players. When they listen to their community? Not really. Not really ever. 4 snakes in the... Okay. What are the people... What are the people on YouTube saying? Hey, Crud, I hope you already have a good rest of your stream. Pray for Drew before he cries next update. I will. Thank you. Thank you. Almost as many comments as likes. Yeah, Jesus. Let me turn my ads back up now that we're doing the post-rant section. I might have to just post this part of the VOD to my YouTube channel raw because my editor is busy. And I think... What is this? This is like... Oh my god, this is like 2 hours. I might just fucking edit my VOD tonight and upload the full rant section to YouTube. If I do this, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. There is players that do fucking nothing wrong. Yeah, that's the problem. Lack of players, and the players you do encounter, unfortunately, only run because that's what they've been bred to do, because there's no incentive for them to be around other players. They only stand to lose things if another player's around. There isn't any other game as fun as SOT. There's no other game that captures what SOT is. 1,100 comments. Time-limited events, half-baked apologies we've heard before in a Battle Royale mode 6 years after their peak. Awesome. Don't waste your time editing content in this game. Get some good sleep instead of staying up in this VOD. I mean, all I would be doing is cutting after I end my rant section and then just posting. It would take 1 minute. I mean, it'd take like 20 minutes to render, but I got fucking 4 screens. I can just throw it up in the top left. Daniel, I was pretty excited for a real Kraken fight. Sad to hear it's not just delayed, but no longer being worked on. But yeah, the Emporium has 0 delays. That's the thing we didn't speak about, is the fact that we're getting a secondary skin of a set in the Emporium. That's right. You like the Dark Warsmith? You like the Dire Dark Warsmith? Now we're getting the Diarrhea Dark Warsmith. Why? Why are you reskinning more Emporium shit that's already been reskinned? That's insane. Why are we getting a title that's just fucking pirate? Yeah, insane. What the fuck, guys? I was really looking forward to that Kraken fight. If I had $1 for every time Rare claim they missed the mark with Sod, I have enough to waste on another copy of the game. Glow in the Dark Warsmith? Fuck, that's way funnier. God damn it. Don't be funnier than me. That's a Mardi Gras Dark Warsmith. I want pink Dark Warsmith. Fuck, give it every color. Come here to show off I'm pirate in a pirate game. It's sad, dude. It's sad. A whole calendar of time-limited stuff. Fun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I didn't understand correctly or anything, but it sounds to me that 3/4 of the Season 19 will be shelved and not added into the main game, but yeah, we get the Build Drought Weekender that is as FOMO as it gets. That's not how Build Drought Weekender works, actually. Build Drought Weekender isn't FOMO. And it gets the most mediocre events from seasons. This is very stupid. No matter how you want to look at it, Season 19 will be a big flop. Yes. You added features and told insights about what is going to happen in Season 19, but you get rid of almost all the features, and all that's left is a stupid FOMO event. The Build Drought Weekender isn't a FOMO event. This person's a little confused about the doubloon shit. The Build Drought Weekender is not a FOMO event. 97% of the season, yeah. Fuzzy says if Hourglass went away, it would help the game. Fuzzy doesn't know anything about what would be good for this game. Next Dark Warsmith reskin is going to be dog vomit colored. Nice. Sinful, friend of the stream. We might have missed the mark before, but just wait until you see how far I missed the mark this time. Who's Mark? How can we help hitting him? Does not bode well. The next season has essentially been scrapped. Last ship standing is until May, etc. We've been doing this. We missed the mark bit for the better part of 4 years now. Reverse Midas touch is so true. I want clothing loadouts. Literally never gonna happen. Won't do any sorting good. Least of the worries. How you like this? Did you see the feedback about doubloons? Because FOMO model is absolute wank. Yeah. Why did you say time limit event structure doesn't work and then decide to lock the Fallen Sea Dog set behind time limited events? So disappointing to see. Story! Focus on your piratical story. Bro, this guy thinks it's 2021. What's this? What are you sending me, Cody? I'm not watching that shit. No, I'm not watching that shit. People been disappointing like content this season. To solve that problem in Season 19, we're going to be doing even less. Brilliant strategy. 23 replies. Apparently, we need to stop hurting the devs' feelings. I mean, look, here's the thing, right? Adding more slop... I've literally just read it, right? All the slop they've added has been useless. Everything they've added isn't long-lasting. Who is that? Just an idiot. Like, technically, adding more content isn't the answer. It's adding content that has longevity to it. Stop adding a new type of fort every fucking 4 months to the game. Stop adding a new tornado. Stop adding a new fucking skull in the sky. Add something new. At this point, I think Rare needs a reality check. Well, it looks like they got it, because Drew looked like he was crying. See you in May, folks, when another delay for something important be announced. New Fuzzybung. Guys, if you shoot in your hand and throw it to the enemy pirates, I get you wins in Hourglass. Fuzzy gets praised and treated like a legend for having gilded Phoenix under a ridiculously big channel point reward to incentivize botting and lurkers. Same guy just lost his 24/7 channel due to botting. Previously, we didn't allow other ships to merge anywhere close to players. What happened to Fuzzy? Nothing happened to Fuzzy. He's just always been a guy who just makes SOC content that appeals to the masses, and unfortunately, a majority of it is telling you what I would consider myself as a very inefficient and ineffective way to play the game, which basically encourages running and like trying to like only run and drop kegs and like disengaging. Fuzzy 24/7 is back. Oh, yay! And also, like, he follows alt-right hate accounts on Twitter and tweet transphobic shit. But no, we've discussed that a million times. How does it take years to fix the damn ladders? That's a good question. Why is Duke at a random Devil's Roar Island? Because every season he moves. Just have more player interaction stuff? Yep. PvE and PvP. We'll get a purple tornado with flying rats season 21. I hope. At 5... Wait, what's 5 minutes?
And the mid-season time-limited event.
Okay. At 5 minutes, I had to pause the video and lost this. You guys don't need to take another step back. Every time you lost... What? Every time you... I think it says post. Every time you lost one of these videos, you've failed to hit the mark. It's becoming a bit of a meme and a joke. You don't need to rethink anything or take anything to a drawing board. You need to listen to what people who play the game are willing to tell you. We've told you what we want and what we need you to do. You simply refuse to listen and just do whatever you want. Give us things we didn't ask for. What's the point of asking for feedback if you aren't going to take it? Truth nuke. Of course the seas feel empty. Everyone is tired of your crap, and too many other games out there still care about the people and not the bottom line. Real. Yo, Microwave, thank you for the prime. Oh, is that new tech? No, it's not new tech. It's just bad. No one wants time limit events or the doubloon reset. Sad to see what's happening in the game. What about custom seas? Is that stopped as well? Bet this person thinks custom seas has progress on it. In fact, most of these comments are negative. Should tell you all you need to know. We all know you don't listen to Playbase though. Yep. 8 years in, they still can't figure out how to develop their own game. Well, technically they're 13 years in, but that's okay. Limited events aren't working, so we're going to make more consecutive limited time events. Long story short, season 19 FOMO. The thing about it being FOMO is we actually just missed
Ahoy
it.
legend, Rob.
Hey, Pluck, thank you for the bits, bro. How you doing? Technically, season 19 is FOMO because we're not even getting it. They're skipping all the content, so we're missing it out completely. Shiny Ray, who he was the guy in the podcast that I showed you where Mike says we're not going to drop Xbox on spoilers. He says, sorry guys, if season 19 is all live events, this game is cooked. This is who they do not want to get this kind of comment from. This is someone they value. This isn't me, this is someone they value. That's unfortunate. The amount of things scrapped in the last few years is wild. From Mixel. How's this company not worried about getting shut down by Microsoft when they kept missing the mark? I retweeted myself from my tweet from the other day because I hadn't watched the video, but I knew that it was bad. TikTok rare. TikTok. Not long left on the clock. I had to believe for every time Rare claimed they missed the mark, we sort of have 0 because they reset.
Sot is cooked. Back
We got
to
Mr. Bulldogs.
Helldivers and Rocket League lol.
Based Cody, thank you. See, they've old enough to start growing facial hair, and yet they've done absolutely nothing with it in the past 5 years. See you, Greg. We're listening has always been PR speak for we see your complaints and don't care. Yeah, but like sometimes there's a little bit of listening, but not with these guys. Oh, this is just sad. Let's just look for names now. Pigu, season 19 about to be the first release and a release with no new content at this point. Does there always have to be new content? Can't update ever just improve the game or fix things? Updates? No. Seasons? Yes. This is a good question because they're not doing that either though, Barnacle. They don't do that. They don't do either of that. So is there even anything close to this game? No. So that's the one saving grace SOT has is no matter how many pirate games we get, none of them are the same. Like if we go look at, what do we got? Windrose now it's called. This thing, the demo's out for this game right now. This isn't a Sea of Thieves replacement. Pirate themed game, yes. It's got combat. It's got, you know, survival aspects. It's got crafting. This isn't Sea of Thieves as a replacement. You know, you don't look at this and you go, oh, I should play that instead of SOT because it's just another pirate thing. We've got, what is it, Ahoy? We've got this. Are any of these fucking gameplay trailers? Same shit. Same shit. We've got Sea of Remnants. Free-to-play RPG. Fucking show gameplay for fuck's sake. Whatever. Visually, kind of cool looking. I don't really fuck with the whole mannequin thing. But once again, this isn't a sandbox like proper thing like Sea of Thieves. All the problem with Sea of Thieves, and I think this is what led to the game stagnating so much. Yo, Horsefest! Horsefest! The reason SOT stagnated so much was because they never truly had competition. You can go look at Wildgate, which $43, you fuck. This is a fun fucking game. Pirate Fighter Simulator is best replacement for Sea of Thieves? Yep. This is a fun fucking game. I had a lot of fun with this game. No one plays it. Dead in OCE. Nothing to do. Unfortunately, yes, it's similar to Sea of Thieves, but it's only similar to the arena part of Sea of Thieves, which is not what the masses wanted. What else have we got? We got Sand. Another game. Had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fucking fun with one of the Sand betas, and then the next beta came out and it fucking ran worse. Fun. Very, very close to the best comparison to a game that is also a Sea of Thieves. This is the closest thing to Sea of Thieves in design. No pirates, obviously. Like, no, you're not in the sea, you're in the sand. Duh. But other than the fact you can customize your, like, your device, your fucking trampler, this was the closest thing to a Sea of Thieves-esque thing. But it hasn't been great. I've heard, yeah, Fox, you said the beta's better. Hopefully this is getting better. And hopefully it has OCE servers. So yeah, the problem is with Sea of Thieves, the game stagnated because they had no one competing with them. Obviously the game stopped being popular within like the second year. But, you know, it's still a lot of players and they just dwindle. We need Sea of Thieves 2. We do, but we need it made by different people. We can't have these devs make Sea of Thieves 2. That's my problem with it. So a sponge hit can in that game? Yeah, dude, who remembers when I streamed Sand and I think it was me and Nessie and we used fucking in-game comms to trick someone into letting us take over their fucking trampler? Like, you can do a SOT in Sand, which is fun. They just need the game to run better. It was crazy. Yeah. Like, yeah. Cursed. Every game company that's listening to the community has been successful. If only Ray would listen. Well, Cursed, that's a bit of hyperbole, bro. You know that's not true. Yo, B-Core? After I won a 1v5, I was so pissed because I realized I wasn't recording. Damn. So I fumbled the bag at launch. Had like people like Dan TDM playing. They've been fumbling since the game. Yeah, no, the game at launch was huge. And there wasn't anything to do in the game at launch. I didn't buy the game at launch because I was like, there's nothing to do in that fucking game. Let's look for more namers. Yo, Gas Monkey? What the fuck? Any more people of importance? Oh, there's a Rifty. Ooh, it's going to be a good SOT rant. And you're watching it right now. So we basically scrap next season? Yep. Oh, yep, here's Clayt. Theb and Crud literally emerged inches from another boat Chinese New Year. Yeah. Kind of like Minecraft is a unique popular game that people would play, but the game hasn't had anything amazing since like 1.18, in my opinion, not sparking bait. 1.7.3. Come on, Goldie. Not 1.8. 1.7.3. But yeah, no, you're right. The difference is Minecraft has 1 trillion players, whereas SOT has 100 players. This company's going under? Really seems like it. How about Sea of Thieves 2? Nope. Kelp, Crudran's about to be absolutely delicious. Plur. Respect Crud? Yeah, 1.7.3. Well, this is crashing hard. We're delivering features that feel rushed. Feeling rushed at taking ages to come out. Your team wasn't delivering when they were trying to when you weren't trying to rush out features. Your team wasn't delivering when you were. Ooh. I love this game, but I can't help but imagine the red team just kicking back dragon ass when I imagine the work environment. This is true. We know this. Just like every month, there's absolutely nothing to be hyped about from this monthly update because another month of saying almost nothing at all. There are many examples of live service games that actually do something with the service, even smaller teams like Arrowhead. At this point, I can't help but feel that anyone with a deep passion for SOT or its community has long since left. I'm still here. Because it's not just showing through what's being delivered. You guys just seem confused every month on what direction you want to go. Constantly reviewing where we need to be focusing as a team to better serve you or our community. Which is sad considering Ray used to be able to do so much with so little, even when it was a smaller team. Honestly, huge truth bomb. Even multi-month delays, they still couldn't do it. Yeah. That's the problem. The problem is, and what he said is similar to what I was saying before about saying the company like the devs became complacent because they didn't have to do any work. Who's Mark and Weiser? I miss him so much. Oh. All right. So next up, Pace says, a long time ago, I addressed the fact servers felt extremely dead, and this update confirms they were suboptimally filled and are being fixed. They also mentioned the impact that they believe Hourglass might have on Adventure. Here's my take, which everyone on my live stream already knows. Remove Hourglass from all Adventure servers and isolate them. Rarely, if at all, do I see someone defending. Remove that mechanic, make all Hourglass dives to isolated servers, and let Adventure Sandbox regain its full potential. I, not even 9 months ago, disagreed with this type of take. I said, no, keeping Hourglass in Adventure mode is the only way to keep Hourglass in the game. But now I agree, just give Hourglass their own servers. There's no point not to. It's just not going, like, it's bad. Sea of Thieves Minecraft or Hightail Edition? Jesus. Fuck Hightail. It is generally crazy that a borderline indie dev team, albeit with Sony support, was able to make fucking Helldivers 2, yet Rare, like Rare that made Banjo and Kazooie, is unable to make a fucking anything. Yep. Hey, at least you know, if you really think about it though, Rare have done one good thing. Unfortunately, it was about 20 years ago they did this, but they did make this game. Hytale should have came out like 7 years ago. That's his problem. You know, New Rare, owned by Microsoft, did do one good game. And it was Viva Pinata. Remember this game, everyone? I remember this game. I didn't even own this game. My housemate owned this game, or we weren't housemates back then. And I'd go to his house and I'd be reading the guides on how to breed certain pinatas. Make Viva Pinata 3 rare. I'm not going to play this one. Make Viva Pinata 3 rare. It might be your only chance. It might be your only fucking chance. If any of us just asked me on Knowledge Keep on this, yeah. I'm still thinking of, do I want to stream it, you know? I don't know what to do about it. How do you get this on PC? Clate, fucking... Honestly, not that difficult. Just look up, Google Viva Pinata Windows 11. You have to download 4 files to get it working. You can't get number 2 because it never came out on PC. Viva Pinata Nuts and Bolts Racing. GoldenEye 007 was good. I'm talking post-Microsoft purchase though, Cody. Anything they did with Nintendo, that's... I mean, people only care about Rare because of the shit they did with Nintendo. But post-buyout, they made Viva Pinata, another Viva Pinata. The team was made smaller. They made a bunch of shitty Kinect games. They made some shitty like Kinect sports. Then they kind of expanded again and they made Sea of Thieves and they started making Everwild. You get another Battletoads, I'd be happy with that. A new Viva Pinata couldn't be better than the OG. Yeah. Yeah, so look, I used to disagree with this type of point, but now I agree with it. We need to get Hourglass out of the main servers. Is there a dubstep SOT theme? Oh, there's a Snack Runner. Sea of Thieves, we're sailing on this. There's that dog shit. For the most part, but defending can actually be a lot of fun. People aren't really big fans of utilizing sandbox to change up the game mode, though. The only way defending would be relevant is if it gave 10 times, not an exact number, but a ton more. Hourglass rep, then as it currently does, IMO still don't want Hourglass in Adventure. Now, Drew here says, we've had so much of our focus on new content that we've been much too slow to react to fundamental issues within the core experience like this. We have a strong path to improving this now, but have to reassess how we are working as a team to rebuild that trust with our players. Oh, that's sad again. That also comes off as really sad, like the way he's saying that. He's saying, yeah, years ago we should have probably... it all comes back to the we don't listen. It all comes back to the we don't listen shit from last year. Fuck. Dude, no, they need to make a new Conkers. Oh, it's bad. What are people saying in reply to the Twitter version of the video we watched? Last ship standing gets pushed back a month. You announced on the day of the stress test. Guys. File size getting bigger, poor content updates, playbase dropping. This was my chill game. Making servers crowded will kill the game further because sweats will chase you over and over, be a toxic game. Dog shit take, brother. Dog shit take. We should have done this 2 years ago and now suffering the consequences. Brother is trying his hardest to keep people happy. Yeah. See you, Clate. I think Drew listens, but he speaks for a company that doesn't know they have a community outside of Blue Hats. Yep. We're starting to listen to Playbase. Yep. Oh, that's rude. I've never known a more doomer community. The updates are free. It's every game's updates are free, Ben. Ben. Okay, let's read the full comment. I've never known a more doomer community. The updates are free and there's still 8 years worth of updates that still make the game fun. Every single update for every single live service game is free. DLC and expansions are a different thing. There are 8 years worth of updates. In that, there's maybe a combined 1 year of actual content. He literally acknowledges that it's rushed, boring, empty content. I went through all the seasons. I'm sorry, Barry and Ben. I do like your bit about burying shit, but that is a fucking dumb take. The updates are free means nothing. Name a game where you fucking pay for updates. Name a single game where a normal update, not a DLC or an expansion, a normal update comes out and you pay for it. COD, no, that's the different story. COD, I've said, is a subscription service because you're paying for a new COD every 6 months. But that's not an update. That's a new game. That's a new game. You don't pay for updates. There'll always be these delusional fans. It's just sad. WoW? No, those are expansions. When WoW has an update that you pay for, that's called an expansion because it's a new thing. Same as, FIFA, COD. If you play any of those fucking games, you're paying a subscription service without realizing it. You're paying a very premium subscription service of about $180 a year. But when a game pushes an update or a new when Fortnite has a new season come out, do you pay for that season? No. Do you buy the battle pass? If you want. But you aren't denied playable content. Skyrim? Now, Skyrim is a game with paid updates. Yeah, no. Just, this is such a fucking dumb argument. I don't understand why people think saying the updates are free. And I'll say what I've said in the past when people have said this. Start charging for fucking updates. If you're going to be able to put out consistently good updates, start paying for them. Elder Scrolls 5, it's an expansion for an MMO. It doesn't count. You can still play Elder Scrolls 5 and the update. You just can't play the new content from the expansion without paying for the expansion. And look at Rust after they drop Naval Update. Rust is better than SOT. Exactly. They're better SOT than SOT itself. Crud feed a turn up to your worm. The fuck do you mean by that? The new updates are allowed to be huge disappointments because the ones 8 years ago weren't okay. What about games that have memberships and all new content is locked behind having the membership? Can you still play the game though? Looks so funny, your hand became a bottle. Bottle. Brian here says, good update, honest update again, Sonic Bob. I probably repeat myself, but I'm certain that most play base does not care about much the cadence of updates. Bring them when you deem them ready. A stable update is much better than an unstable one that fits the season act schedule. True. Alright, people are kind of just saying the usual stuff. Oh, I wish I could reply to this dude. Because this dude's a fucking idiot. And Drew himself ratioed him once by saying like, yeah, accurate name. Where is the actual roadmap? Where indeed? Well, mind the updates have actually stayed in the game. It's not like I can't go back and play older missions in most other games. Yeah. And yeah, they don't want the FOMO. We don't want the FOMO. Just a reminder, you guys have failed for nearly 2 years on updates as the player base is down 90%. Okay, well that proved the number. If you guys brought back adventures and story and stuff focused on such fast updates, release the game would be alive. Plus, no one's asking for more PvP. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. What are you talking about, Jake DG Snake? Hello, I like PvP. Yo, big up T-Monies. He gets a like for that. Does this finally mean I can stop asking for Fallen Sea Dog set? Well, yeah. Reinstalled the game after not playing for almost 2 years, and there wasn't a single new thing for Pirate Legends LMAO, and nothing really new in general besides reskinned forts we already had in Quest we've already done. There it is. There, I say it. People go, I haven't played in 2 years. Anything new? No. FOMO on my nuts, dude. First, I tries to do a bunch of things all at the same time and overwhelms themselves. Yeah, look up King of Seas. I don't care to. What else we got? That's just nothing. We got so what's happening in the insider forums right now? But Jinxie will save the game. I'm glad he couldn't do shit for it. Okay, Hourglass improvements, quick requeue, Bilge Rats Weekender, returning live event, Festival of Fishing. Yay! Bilge Rats Weekender. Cool. That's great. Who is Jinxie? Just some fucking Zoomer-bait streamer who yells. Even as a person who normally doesn't participate, who doesn't particularly like PvP because I'm bad, I acknowledge it's a core part of the game. People who complain about it are silly. Other players are an environmental danger face. This game wouldn't be popular if there wasn't the risk of other players coming to sink you. That's the thing. Like, people go, oh, I just want PvE servers. No, you don't. You'd get bored after like fucking a couple hours. You'd be like, wow. When there's no risk of someone on the horizon, this game really isn't like interesting. Tell me if King of Seas looks like SOT. Oh, is it a game? I thought you meant it was a person. I was like, what are you talking about? King of Seas. Mixed reviews came out May 2021. Do we even need to talk about it? Procedural generation ARPG? I mean, no, this is just a mobile game, bro. That's just a mobile game, I'm sorry. If it's fun, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. That could be a good game, but it's not a SOT. PvE, OSAFE for Seas? It's not fun if I'm not running from a galleon to get the hell out of Dodge as a solo slipper. Yeah. Like, if you can play the game completely unharassed, it's like, well, why even fucking have the game be online? You know? Alright, so we can build Rat's placeholder. Smuggler's Doubloon Run. Recovery of a secret shipment. Smuggler's Doubloon Run. Okay. Recovery of secret shipment. Okay, so these will be the doubloon shit. Someone said it was like it. Oh, it doesn't look like it. It just looks like a fucking pirate game. That's the thing. People think pirate means Sea of Thieves. It's like, no, Sea of Thieves is a very specific sandbox. Last ship standing, technical test, Hourglass updates, FAQ. All right. Basically play this game without being bothered because it's hardly even played. Well, that's the thing, right? Half the time I don't fucking get bothered because no one's in the fucking game. I think that's it. I think that's the SOT rant. I don't think there's anything else to discuss. Was there any other takes anyone saw? Was there any other bizarreness to it? It's just sad. Like, Drew genuinely sounded sad, and like I said, I don't want to be correct about the state of the game and where it might end up, but it might just be over. Conclusion, Chud? Sad. My conclusion is I'm sad. I, as a person who rants and raves, it's because I care about the game and because I like having the game to be able to be playable. It's a fun game. It's fun to play. It's fun to interact with people. It's fun to stream. It's fun to meet you guys. It's fun to all the little... It's fun how silly things can get. I would like to be able to do more of that stuff, but unfortunately the game doesn't lend itself to allowing for that because, as Drew even acknowledged with diving, it feels like the servers are fucking empty because there's no other players. I have done everything in the game. I have gotten every item. There's one commendation that's not Shrouded Ghost for me to get, but it's just sinking people in Hourglass 100 more times. I could do it anytime. I just can't be by the Twitch drops. The fuck is this about? This Twitch drops? The Twitch drops today? I didn't even fucking... What? Who cares? Partner drops. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, yeah, I've done everything in the game. You know, I've got all the items. I've just done it all. Like, it's just... There's just nothing. Like, it's just sad what's happening. And I have given over the years many, many pieces of advice. Critical, exaggerated as well for comedic effect. And I hate that almost all my shit, like all my little predictions and shit are coming true. What's the brain trust at Reddit? Oh, we can check the Reddit. Sea of Thieves Reddit. Is Fuzzy Bond still banned on his slop account? Nah, he's back. So, okay, so the first news on Reddit is they haven't got a fucking pinned thread for it. So, here we go. When's the next podcast? Theb just has to post it. All right. I'm legitimately concerned for Rare's future. Correct. You should be. Nah, they only shut the bed so hard with Everwild sat in development hell for several years before being cancelled, and they currently shouldn't be with the only thing they've got going for them. What's the worry about? Truth. What's about we see Valor Omega in these comments? I hate seeing him in there. Yeah, we fucked up, we'll do better. Been the same thing they've been saying for years at this point. Season 19 is basically nothing and promises of we will do better next time and look in upcoming news. Yikes. I mean, there's Shiny Ray again. He goes, yep, we're cooked. Yep. Let me just search if Valor Omega's in here. There he is. This feels so bad. I've always been pretty outspoken in favor of giving benefit of the doubt. Probably more so than I should, honestly. Correct. That's why I knew your username would be in here, because you always give a shit take. We are too excited about it. But today's update left me feeling a bit hollow and concerned. It feels like we're honestly creeping towards maintenance mode, and don't want that for my favorite game. What are you talking about? Black Wake? Black Wake. 2020, this game came out, and it is a multiplayer naval combat game. But it's not an open world sandbox multiplayer naval combat game. It also came out fucking 6 years ago. So 6 years ago to the day, actually. Today is the 20th of February. It came out literally 6 years ago. So LVR, bro, yeah. Pirate of the Caribbean. I'm not looking up any more games. They've been saying they'll do better since season 17. They've been saying they'll do better since season 9 when they delayed the season and it went for 7 months. Yeah, so my summary of this SOT rant is sucks. Sucks that things I've been predicting for years have been coming true. Sucks that a lot of people decided that me sharing these opinions with people and doing a little SOT rant was a big negative thing and not actually something that's helpful for the game. They got more people talking about it in the hopes the devs would hear about it. Sucks they're only really hearing about it now because it's just too late. It's just too late. Once again, please prove me wrong, SOT. Please. Yeah, it sucks when the nihilism wins. Yeah. And, like, you know, I overdo it for entertainment's purposes. Like, that's the point. It's going. It's going. Almost like me being called a conspiracy theorist in today's time. Yeah, you're correct. Tell me the name of the voice user TTS. It's called Yao Yao. Y-A-O-Y-A-O is one word. Dibs joined. All right, Goose. Clay was going to join, but he had to go. Yeah. I joined in Season 8, so this is my sort of norm. Must really suck people with gold memories. Well, yeah, so I joined when Season 2 was wrapping up, and that was 2021, and everyone says the game was better before then. And it's weird, because I look back, I'm like, that was a good time. But then I look back now, I'm like, I can see actually, you know, like the FOF was good, but the M's. Oh, that's all right, Pinky. We'll just start a new boat. It feels vindicating, but like you don't want to... Well, that's the thing, right? It's like, if I'm correct, that's bad for me. If I'm correct with my predictions, it only harms me. And, you know, and it's not like I go out of my way to have a contrarian take. It's just... I said 3 years ago with Hourglass, when are we getting updates to Hourglass? When can we requeue for dives quicker? When are we getting supplies for Hourglass? When are you going to make it more accessible? Because it takes 5 minutes to get in the game if you lose. I said it with Captaincy. I said, well, we need more than just this. And then they added guilds. And what was good about guilds? Nothing. We thought guilds was going to be a whole thing. We thought there'd be hideouts. Sea forts. We thought we'd be able to take them over and do a defense thing. It's just all these things that I want to have be better. We had the fucking Hunter's Call season and they scrapped 90% of it. Now we've got another season where they're scrapping 90% of it, including Kraken, which is kind of like a Hunter's Call thing. Even that's crazy, it's just more creatures in the community than people. Well, my opinions have now become less of a hot take and more of a... Everyone's kind of starting to see that thing, which is unfortunate because it's 3 years. Didn't they scrap one of the megs? Yep, they scrapped the Shadow Meg. They also scrapped the Sea Serpent. They also scrapped the Treasure Crab. They also scrapped the fucking Hammerhead Shark. They also scrapped half the Voyages. They also scrapped the Bait Bomb. They scrapped a lot. All, like, so much of the Hunter's Call seasons. And in the wording they used, they said, we're putting this not on the back burner. What was the word they used? There's a specific word they used for it. And they said, this doesn't mean that it's gone forever. It just means currently not now. And it's like, no, it means it's gone forever, Becky. They down tools. I don't believe they scrapped the Shrouded Ghost. Yeah. So what is life for me? Well, it's ending soon. Shelving it? No, there's a specific phrase that they specifically use. They're like, we're currently something this. Tabled it, put a pin on it. Oh, what was the fucking word they use? It's like... I'm going to say degloving. That's not at all the word. Shoeyed it. Eliminating. Descoped. We have descoped. That's what the wording for the Hunter's Call content is. It was descoped. They said we have descoped these. Degloving led to it though. They have descoped the Hunter's Call features. Drew said with the Season 19, it's gone on the back burner. Basically the same thing. Descoped means indefinitely gone, but not forever, but forever. Yeah, descope, so corporate. Yep. Put up Reaper, please. Oh, you did, don't worry. Meaning we no longer see future and development of these features? Yeah, well, here's the thing, right? It compounds on itself. How are they going to add these features if they've got to add these other features? When are they going to find time to add the other features? They don't. It was like how the literal hourglass quality of life fixes we're getting, they already have said that those would come alongside seasonal content. They didn't say that would be the content for the season. They said, we're going to go look at past features, hourglass, guilds, etc., and we're going to improve them whilst adding new content. Now, next season, the first month is the hourglass update that was supposed to be side content. Oh, you should not have looked that up, Beepo. Yeah, no, we're getting content that they said would be done on the sidelines as the actual content. That was what update was that? What dev update? It was last year. I can't remember exactly when, but yeah, they literally... Anyway, that's where the SOT rant's going to end.